far, ladies and gentlemen. This is everything from the first 100. Still don't have anything in the S tier. Are we going to see anything in the S tier in today's episode? I think Hype and Steven already said they can basically see something in the S tier. I think they saw Mew. I think it was me. Yeah, I would agree Mew's probably S tier. But all right. Let's jump in. Let's just start with Blastoise. EX Blastoise. Take a look at the data. It's 2 MP. It's got Duel. I don't really like the wheel that much, but it's got Hydro Pump 140, which is really, really good. No ability. I didn't realize Blastoise didn't have an ability, but actually, yeah, I don't recall it ever having an ability. And then Mirror Coat. The battle opponent is knocked out if they spin purple. Can I just say that I never really knocked out anything with Mirror Coat before? Like, you would have to evolve from War Turtle, at least, because then you could have 3-star purple. And then you could actually have some fun with, against Dawn Wings. Wow, that would have been so interesting if, like, right before the game ended, because we got Born Sweet towards the end, right? If we did an evolution with the Born Sweet's ability, evolve the, War Turtle into the Blastoise, that might make Blastoise a better standalone figure after the Mega Evolution. So no ability, with the potential to Mega, with the potential to get an evolution 3-star purple from the War Turtle. It's definitely no lower than a B tier. Is there anything that you guys can see that would move it from a B tier to an A tier, or even up to an S tier? Thoughts?
What you got, Bill?
Nothing. Just like you said, the potential to become Mega is the biggest thing for me.
What the? Okay, so chat is saying D tier. Get out of here. It's useless. There's no way. Okay, so you're saying you would stick this thing with Mightyena? You'd rather run Mightyena, Bayleaf, C-Dot, Aron, Emolga, Doduo, Paul. You'd rather run all of them over Blastoise? Get out of here. B max. That's generous. So okay, so K-Dub, you're thinking a C tier? Look what we have. Okay, sorry. Let me go back to desktop. This is what we have in C tier: Sandshrew, Trico, Heracross, Meowth, Skarmory. I would totally run Blastoise in, because like not only does it hit for 140, that's high damage. Not only can it have the potential to be a 3-star purple, even if it is a 2-star purple. If you ran X speed with this thing, this can give Dawn Wings a trouble. And the potential to do Mega Blastoise with the blue, the whatever it was, like the what was that attack called?
Turtle Missile.
Turtle Missile. Yeah, I think it's minimum B, but like I said, we'll go with the majority. So here's my final rating. I'm going to say B tier. Steven, what are you thinking?
I kind of think C, but like it's hard because I feel like it's kind of on par with like Murkrow, and maybe Kyogre as well. That's why I think some people are saying another tier would be nice, because it feels like B is like it's really close to S and A.
I have to say C. I really like the Mega.
Hey Rob, thanks for subscribing, brother. Where are you at, man? Hey, I got 8 minutes to my next meeting. Oh well, too bad you can't join in the chat. Rob, what are you thinking? Blastoise, what tier does it belong in? Here's the tiers that we have up so far. Do you think it's S, A, B, or C? That's kind of the. No, we all agree it's not E. Well, some people think it's D, but I think it's B. And Steven is going to continue to his theory on why it belongs in C, and then Bill's going to give us his opinion. Go ahead and finish.
I don't know what else I would say, but Luingus had a good point that confusion and really any status really hurts it, because you miss half your wheel if you're paralyzed or burned.
Fair. Good point. Okay. I don't think it's a D. If you guys, majority says C. Bill, what are you thinking?
I think he's a C. 140. It's like that used to be really high, but then a little later on, it just became kind of average.
Wait, did you say D?
No, C.
C. Okay, so Rob, here
just because he has that potential. I mean, that Mega, and then what was it? The grass mole you put on the bottom of your corner, and you can keep him Mega the whole time. I mean, that was one of my favorite things. And then just keep Turtle Missile.
Fair. I didn't even consider that. Yeah. What we really need to do is distinguish if we're actually rating on the figure, like the standalone figure, or like when people would use the figure. Like I would never use Blastoise by itself. I mean, unless I'm like a free-to-play player and it was like the best figure that I have. But that's why I put Metagross in the A tier, because it's an easy way to evolve. You have the potential to go Mega. and you have the potential to have 3 MP and move through figures. So if we're going off that, I still like Blastoise in B tier. But like I said, we'll go with the majority. Looks like everybody's saying C. We're talking Blastoise. Almost every status cripples it. You're right. No, you're right. Status does destroy it. That's actually a big thing to factor in. And because of status, I actually, you know what? Yeah. I would put that down to C. So, okay. Looks like final vote. We are going to go C tier with the Blastoise.
That's fair.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. We have Lapras. Rare Lapras.
Yo.
Really unfortunate that we never got like an EX Lapras. Who just joined?
Santi.
Santi, what's up, brother? Flipperino. That's your Discord?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that.
What up, Flavor?
Yo, Santi,
what up?
how high are you right now?
I'm pretty high.
Okay. All right, guys. We got Lapras. Let's take a look at Lapras. Lapras is a rare, looks like a multifunction wheel. We have Dodge, Sing, Surf 100, Ice Beam with the potential to put him frozen. Ice Wall. This Pokemon cannot be burned or frozen. Did it always have this? Did it really? Because I didn't know that. If it did.
I think it was a buff.
It was a buff? Okay. And
At some
it does have a 0 miss at level 5. All right. So, what do we do here? The fact that it has Sing, pretty large, 32, makes you fall asleep, allows you to move through the figure. It does have Ice Beam. It freezes you. The typing Ice is really good for Z move. Water also confuses with the Z move. That's enough to not put it in E. I think... I don't know if that's enough. It's probably like a high D tier, maybe low C. What do you guys think?
I think Lapras better than Blastoise.
Better than Blastoise.
But
Okay.
it's not as good as a B, so just a C
C
for
tier.
me.
Looks like C. C from Hype. C from Rob. C from Luigi. C from Vixen. Steven. Bill, what do you guys think?
I think it's a B.
I gotta go with the crowd though.
C?
I think
That's
it's a
good as
C.
well. Yeah, it can win you. All right. So if everybody says C, well, that was a fast one.
We're gonna go
Lapras
with that
goes to C tier. Next. We have the Star Raptor, and off the top of my head, I can't even tell you what this thing has. Maybe Fly Away? I don't know. It does have Fly Away. Oh my god, it's got a 20 miss? Wait, we never had the smaller evolutions of this thing?
No.
Wow, I never knew that. Okay, so no ability, normal flying. Normal is a decent Z move. Flying's terrible. Wing attack. What does Brave Bird do? Brave Bird. This Pokemon is knocked out if the opponent's attack deals more than half the damage that this Pokemon attack does. So if it does 40 damage, wing attack, and then a 20 miss. Flyaway could be some cheeky cheese, but I honestly like E, high E, maybe low D. I don't think that's enough. Well,
It's a E, dude. Like,
yeah, I
there's
don't.
nothing to this figure.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's E. What do you guys think? Crowd says E. K-Dub says
Probably
F.
E.
Did you say E or D?
E.
E.
I feel like we were a little generous with some things yesterday because like we gave Spiro D.
Oh, we did.
it's
You're
like-
right.
It's like
Yeah,
as good as
like-
Staraptor basically.
There are way too many like decent figures that just you don't have a tier for because you were so generous yesterday.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think I was a little confused because like I guess I wasn't thinking about everything. I was only thinking about the first 100.
You passed it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, maybe another list.
What do you mean you're only thinking of the first 100?
Like yesterday, I was comparing everything's power based on like the first 100 figures created.
Are you
Oh,
comparing them to
oh,
each
okay.
other, or
I
just
gotcha.
comparing their power.
Yeah, it was like sort of to each other, I guess.
All right, Star Raptor, a solid E. Let's move on. Oh, dude. Okay, we got the rare Pikachu, boys and girls. This is automatically, no questions, no debating.
E.
It's a minimum S tier. Don't even lie.
No
Don't even lie. No ability. Did any Pikachu's have an ability?
I think the
Oh, the
UX
EX.
one.
The EX one did, right? Okay, so level
UX one.
no miss, level 5. Super multifunction wheel. Thundershock, obviously the majority of the wheel. Listen, okay. With the wheel, I think it's enough. and Tapu. Nah, Koku doesn't really even benefit. Plus 30 doesn't really do anything here. But the fact that it has a 2-star Thunder Wave and there is a quick attack, I think it's enough to move it from E to D. It's better than the rare Pikachu. Thoughts?
I'd give it a D.
D? Yo. Santi just said,
I'd give it a D just
Santi,
because,
word
you
for
know, it's too
word,
much.
just said, I'll give you the D.
I'll give it a D, dude.
All right, let's see. Chat, what are we thinking? D? Ooh, Andrew says C. Andrew, let me hear your argument for C.
Yeah, really why?
To be
Vixen
honest, it's
says
an E figure,
D.
dude.
I think it's I don't think there's no way it belongs in C.
The only reason I'd give it a D is just because you have so much trash in D right now that it just doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay. Luigi says he'll give me a bigger D than you, Santi.
Oh, there's no way, dude.
Ooh,
There's just no way.
there's no way.
I'll give you the biggest D you can get.
Ooh, tempting. All right. Bronzong. All right, Bronzong. I don't think I ever use this, honestly. 0 ability. It does have the Steel and Psychic Z moves. We've got to factor that in. Heavy Slime, just like the Bronzor. Yeah. Okay. So
what?
3 MP or higher, it knocks them out, right? It doesn't take any damage. If the battle opponent is 3 MP or higher. Oh, this one is not predicated on if they're a Steel type. If the battle opponent has 3 MP or higher, this Pokemon takes no damage and the battle opponent is knocked out. It's 1 MP. Yo, can you guys look at look at my...
It's golden.
Yeah, why is it golden? Yo, hello? We just have a golden Bronzong. What is going on?
I know.
Somebody clip that. Confused Ray, 3-star purple. Could be survivability, even same with the iron defense, even though, like, if there's Z moves, but this Pokemon gains weight. Just because, based on the will and the Z move, I want to throw it in D, but the 1 MP makes me want to throw it back to E, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm kind of stuck in between here.
Team, you know, is he like a good support member, or is he just useful?
Wait, say that again?
Is he a good support member in like a steel team? You know, if you evolve him or something, or not?
No, I don't think it really has any. Wow, Hype would give him a C, but he throws it in a D. K-Dub says D.
I mean, I think really the only time you saw Bronzong was in a steel gym.
In the gym, you're right.
Yeah, when he had more MP.
And you would probably run it off of the Bronzor anyway, because Bronzor, I think, is a little bit better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the Heavy Slime was
I think.
bigger, right? Heavy Slime was a lot bigger than this one, yeah. All right, so final grade. Looks like everybody agrees on the D tier. Bronzong belong in the D tier.
Yeah.
I just want to know why I had a gold one. Is it still there? Let's see. No. Okay. Next up, we do have Sneasel. Sneasel is a rare. Ooh, this could be interesting. Okay, so we have Darken Eyes, pretty decent Z moves. Team play. This Pokemon deals plus 20 damage for each friendly Weavile on the field. It does have Fake Out. We do know what Fake Out does. This Pokemon switches place with its battle opponent. Quick Attack and the False Swipes 10. Now let me just put this here. You could run this in potentially an Ice Deck. You could run it with Heracross. You could have multiple X speeds. That could make this thing somewhat decent. So I think minimum D tier has the potential to go to a C tier. What are your thoughts?
I think if you're counting like the deck, the 4 Sneasel into Weavile deck, you can make a case for C, but I think it's a D.
So
just because it's really hard to evolve.
Okay. Well, you think it's hard to evolve?
Yeah, because okay, so you go through to like I don't know against a Deathwing, Stunwings, and you have like an X speed, so you're wasting a plate, and your turn to evolve a mediocre Pokemon. That's how I see it. If you get the lucky rolls.
Okay, I can see that. All right, so what we have here, we have C, C+, we have D from Hype. K-Dub says higher up on the C. Okay, looks like a lot of people are saying, majority of people, well, Vixen's saying C like 4 times. Steven, what are you thinking?
It's probably a C, I think.
C.
Just because, like, well, I think it's lower C.
Fair.
I can
Fair.
see what you're
Lower C.
saying though, Santi, though, because it it is pretty unlikely that you'll evolve it unless you happen to X speed into a purple.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like fake out is it's too small to really be a strategy with Sneasel, I think.
Yeah.
So like the best thing with it is that it has Ice Z move, and you can potentially do a lot of damage with Heracross.
Fair.
I mean, if you have the 3 Sneasels on the board, which is already an if because they're pretty easy to kill, you get like just like how much? Like 40 more attack power? It's not even that much.
Yeah. Kenny does bring up the fact that at level 10, it's 64 out of 96 for the Fury Swipes. And that's because I don't know if you guys remember this, but Kenny, I think he uploaded a video with Cacnea, and I think Cacnea hit over 1,000 damage. But Cacnea's his C, what is it? The Bullet Seed? Yeah, Bullet Seed was a lot bigger than the Fury Swipes. I think if Sneasel had, instead of Quick Attack, and it was like Ice Punch with the potential of freezing, I think it definitely solid in a C. But I don't know.
I mean, if it had like full Fury Swipes and Fake Out, it'd be like a C, I think. But as it stands right now, I think it's a D.
You think it's a D? All right. So Santi says D. Steven says C. Is Bill here? Bill is not. You're back. Okay, Bill. What are you thinking for Sneasel? Looks like the argument is between D and C.
Here we go. I just wanted to pop in real quick to say I have a 6IV 3P with Infiltrator for you.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I'll probably be on tomorrow. We can make a trade.
All right.
Thanks, dude.
No problem. Have fun with the stream.
Will do. What did...
What a nice guy.
Bill, what were you saying?
No, yeah, I'd go for a D. I mean, really, it's just good.
D. All right. A lot of C's, a lot of D's. I guess you guys did make some compelling arguments. I still think it belongs in C, but I'm going to throw it in D. All right, let's move on. We have... Where am I? Carvana. Okay, so I always kept my Carvanas, and I always kept 3 of them because I was like, I might use it someday. Why? Because of the ability Group Attack. If one of your Carvana is within 2 steps of this Pokemon's wide attacks become gold attacks. You know, I'm actually really mad that I never actually featured this in like one of the videos that I made. Bite 30 does nothing. Scary Face, the battle opponent, is knocked back 1 step, which allows it to evolve, right? I'm pretty sure. And then a 16 miss. So the only thing I'm going to say here is X speeds, Scary Face can displace and can get an evolution. I think that's enough to move it from an E to a D. What's up, Dave?
So I tried to run a Carvana deck into the Mega Sharpedo and it did not work out. So from my experience, it's like an E, but I did have some like highlights of the figure like evolving. Sharpedo is just bad, but Carvana is actually kind of niche, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just easier to evolve than Sharpedo, so I'd give it a D.
Give it a D. All right, Steven, Bill, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking a D because maybe he's good in the gyms. I don't know, and he has a little special. Like you said, we should have. Can't play with him.
The miss is so big, though.
That's true. Very unattractive. And Steven, what are we thinking?
I think if we're saying E is the bottom, then I think Carvana is D. It's just because, like everyone said, like it can potentially have gold, and even if you X speed, both of the bites are gold because it's the same attack. I think that's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it does.
Carvana, fair D tier. Next, Carvana. Oh, we're moving up close to my boy, but we're gonna start with the Turtwig. Turtwig, no ability. I don't even think we really need to talk about this one. A solid E. I mean, it does have a withdrawal to like it kind of like a Squirtle to survive. So wherever Squirtle is, that's where Turtwig should be.
Yeah, but Squirtle is better because it's
Squirtle is better. I was gonna
and
say
it has a bigger blue.
Oh, I have a soft spot for this guy though because I like the evolution one. He can sit on your corner and you can get guys out.
Yeah.
That's the highest evolution though, isn't it? It's not the middle evolution. It's the
Yeah, Grotto can do
Torterra.
it too.
Oh, Grotto can? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Okay.
He's cute.
He's cute. I don't know. This is actually one of the worst grass starters in my opinion, design wise. I didn't really care for him.
Chikorita's worst, I think.
Meganium is pretty ugly. You might have a compelling argument there.
Yeah, I mean Chikorita, sure, it's cute, but it's like the first evolution. Then it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah. All right. Yeah, pretty easy, and I think this one's pretty easy too, boys. My man Mew. Listen, you guys know I like Pikachu, but Mew is probably my main mascot in Pokemon Duel. Do I really even need to make an argument? I mean, it doesn't have an ability. It has a Psychic Z move, Hypersonic. If its attack is 100 or higher, it doesn't get KO'd. The only downfall is the Psychic. Shuttle Flip. You guys know how Shuttle Flip works. Air Balloon Shuttle Flip.
Even that, you put a few, or whatever.
I mean, Mew has been playing every single meta since his release, so I'm pretty sure it's like
true.
broken.
Yeah,
True.
it got better over time.
Yeah, the Psychic got buffed.
The only time Mew was bad was it Shuttle Flip when it was like or Vanish? Was it Vanish and it just went back to the bench or something like that?
I think so.
I think it was called. Yeah. So
or maybe that was Mewtwo's, because I know Mewtwo had something like that.
Really? No, I don't think it was. I think it. No, wait. You're thinking of Delibird.
Delibird. All right, I'm throwing Mew automatically in the S tier unless anybody has an argument to say that it goes down to A tier. If you do, let me hear it.
I think it should be S plus.
S plus.
It's
okay.
So good.
Yeah, Kenny was saying A though.
Ooh, A. Let me
put him in any deck.
At the end of the game. All right, Kelly, give me the argument. Give me the argument why it should be an A. I'm interested.
He said at the end of the game, but early was an S.
Early,
you mean
no. Early
over time?
Early, it was not an S. Early, we didn't have Air Balloon. Early, it had Vanish. Early, we had a lot of figures that hit under 100. And early, a lot of Mews weren't level 5. So Poliwhirl actually destroyed level 4 and below Mew.
Yeah, and also you didn't have C-moves. So Mew with C-moves hits for 200. That's insane.
True.
What time frame are you going to judge? Like you're saying, they all change and evolve.
I think the iteration that Mew has right now, it's an S.
Yeah, I don't.
The one we're watching.
Agreed.
I don't think it's lower than an S. Kenny, I'm interested. If whatever you want to put Mew in A, please let me know in the comments below. But we're gonna move on because the majority of people said that it is S tier.
I mean, I see what Travel is saying because Mew it's really good, but there are better figures, and I agree. But we don't have a higher tier than S, so that's why it should be an A.
So should he be bumped back to an A, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, and until we run into a figure that's like light years above Mew, then maybe we'll consider different tiers. And dude, it's hard to have these different tiers.
I would argue that it's fair to have Mew in S just because a lot of the other figures in S Mew can deal with. Like it doesn't really care about big damage figures like Garchomp. It doesn't really care about Dawn Wings that much.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's okay.
Actually, no, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, it's like the counter to a ton of Uber stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave them there. Next. All right, we got Talo. Talo, not even gonna talk about it. It's just E tier, right?
Yeah.
100% E tier.
I mean, he seems for 80, dude. Come on.
Easy. Oh, I spelled Talo wrong. 2 L's. Is it 2 L's? Yeah, it is 2 L's. Okay. What the hell? All right. Next, we do have. Ooh, here we go. Rayquaza. All right. This has to be this. Okay. So we have Dragon and Flying. Terrible Z moves, right?
Yeah,
1 MP, Primal Rage.
Oh my God,
nobody knows, nobody uses Primal Rage because nobody's using a standalone Kyogre or Groudon. Well, actually,
Rayquaza.
there were Rayquazas. Yeah, you're right. There was. Fly is pretty cheesy. Break Energy. When Rayquaza became popular, nobody was really using energy plates. Level 10, it still has what a 4-8 miss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, level 10 has an 8 miss. Does have the potential to go Mega Evolution, and we do have to throw in the fact that it does do well with Dragon Sphere.
Yeah, the dragon deck.
I honestly like.
I think it depends on how well you rate Dragon in general, because like Rayquaza is literally the face of Dragon decks.
True.
I mean, Altarias are right.
Wait,
Do
what?
you ever run a dragon deck without Altarias?
A dragon deck?
No, I guess it's like Ray plus Altaria.
I think
true.
Rayquaza should be an A just because the Mega it's an S. Like Mega Rayquaza it's an S. So the pre-bullshit.
Yeah, you can't put if Mega Ray is S, then you can't also have Rayquaza in S. It would have to be below it.
I
Also,
can agree with
it
that.
has 1 MP.
Well, the thing is, 1 MP is good when it comes to dragons because, like, I feel like you want all your dragons to be 1 MP because of how good and versatile the Dragon Sphere is. But even with the Dragon Sphere, yeah, I still put it at an A. It's got an 8 miss. It's I would say very inconsistent because you always want to hit extreme speed, but it gets fly a lot. And even there are times where you want to hit fly, and it does. I don't know. I think Mew was way more consistent than Ray was, so that's what makes me want to go from S to an A.
Mew counters Ray.
You what?
He blocks Ray because of the hypersonic. Ray can't really kill it without hitting like break energy.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Mega Ray can deal with Mew just because it gets rid of the blue.
What beats Rayquaza? Like, Zoro destroys it.
Yes.
Mew survives. I mean, unless it does hit the break energy.
Celebi destroys it. Like,
Celebi destroys it.
Counter.
Yeah.
Leveled up Lurantis.
I think I'd say A. Looks like the majority of the chat says A. So if anybody has any sort of compelling argument to move it from A to S, let me know now. Otherwise, Litten. Yeah, I totally forgot about Litten. Otherwise,
it is an S, but we have to give it room for the Mega.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
But no. I mean, you need the full deck to make it work, right? But Mega Rayquaza, if you can open with a long throw and then use Mega Rayquaza the first turn and just rush with it, just because Mega Rayquaza is so good. But to have Rayquaza be really useful, you need to build the deck around it. Have the sphere, have the Altarias, have the Mega.
Right.
True.
Maybe so you're saying by himself or in a good team? Yeah, that is.
Yeah, Rayquaza needs a team to be good. Mega Rayquaza doesn't really.
That's true. All right. I think we'll move on from Rayquaza. Oh my god. Okay, so this next Pokemon, this next figure, Tropius, alright? When I first started Pokemon Duel, anytime I did booster openings, I swear I always pulled Tropius. Like, all the time. Yeah. I hated it. Alright, so Tropius, grass flying. Grass. We have to consider Grass Sphere, right? Whirlwind, we know what Whirlwind does. It moves him to the bench because of Murkrow and most notably the Noivern. Razor Leaf, nothing to even talk about. Solar Beam 120, not even really that good. It's pretty much like a White Will with a lot of miss and a 1-star purple.
And it's
1 MP. I think I would throw it.
Dragon.
I honestly would throw it in E. Yeah, there's no. I mean, if it was 2 MP, then maybe because of Grass Sphere, it would be D. But I'm comfortable with E. What do you guys think?
The only good thing about this wheel is the Whirlwind, and it's so small and it's just so bad with 1 MP.
Yeah.
Stunny.
Yeah, I love Grass, but I never really used.
Ooh, so Tarbold says 2 MP with Rotom and Formantis. This is true. And Grass Sphere, but I honestly don't think it's enough to move it from a D to an E because I think that requires too much to set up. And even Darvold said D minus.
How much boost can he get?
Yeah,
I mean, with enough Lurantis, you can get like any grass, like a run up for his money, right?
True. Okay. Let's move on. Tropius. Ooh, we do have Pangoro with the Mold Breaker ability. Wasn't it Mold Breaker? Yeah, okay. So we do have Mold Breaker. It's fighting Dark. Dark is probably what you'd want to use mostly for the Z move, unless you have figures that, benefit for Cracked. We have Mold Breaker. This Pokemon negates abilities that boost our lower attack damage for your opponent. Ice Punch, which can leave them frozen. And Hammer Arm, this Pokemon gains weight. So we have to let's factor in the hammer on for a second. It hits for 120, which I don't think it was enough even with Mold Breaker, because even with Mold Breaker, like Ray was still hitting for 140, you know? Minimum. For 140 minimum. The parting shot. What does the parting shot do? This Pokemon may switch with a Pokemon on your bench. The battle opponent now has weight. So you could set up some sort of cheese there. Most notably, I think the parting shot, and then switch it with something that has like fake out or something like that. Or even like I don't know.
So I used this Pancham into Pangoro deck in the rare hole. Like, what's his name? What was the name of the hole? Like rare hole?
Ruby Hall or something like that. I don't remember.
I don't remember, but I used the deck, and Pancham is better than Pangoro.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Pangoro, it's like a D or an E. I'd say a D just because if it evolves, it's kind of nice. Because in the rare hole 130, it's not that bad.
It's not useless.
Yeah, it's not really useless, but the pre-evolution is better.
Yeah, and based off like the criteria we said from the beginning, like E tier is like can't be used. What moves you from an E to a D is if you have something that causes status, has Ice Punch,
or like a niche, right?
And the niche, yeah. You're right. A 2-star purple survivability. Yeah, it looks like everybody's saying D. C minus from Tarvold. If it's a minus, I'm just gonna round. So yeah, I'm gonna go with D. Looks like a pretty solid D. Pangoro. All right.
Pancham's better than Pangoro, dude.
Easily. Okay, we don't even need to talk about this Rattata, right? I mean, it does have a quick attack 40, but that's come on. Solid E, unless you guys have some sort of argument.
It's an F, dude.
Yeah. Electabuzz. Didn't Electabuzz get buffed from... Wasn't Thunder Punch like 50 or something like that?
Yeah.
All right, so Electabuzz, electric type. The connection, this Pokemon's damage increased by +10 for each electric type Pokemon it is connected to. It was kind of hard to set up. So, like, it could be at max, be what, +20, 30? It could be +30 with things attached next, like adjacent to it. So, like, you'd have to have 2 of your Pokemon and then 1 opponent attacking you. That would give it +30. Oh, wait. +10 for every electric type Pokemon that is that it's connected to. Okay. Thunder Punch, there is a status. Large miss, though. I think a D. Anybody else that wants to argue against a D, possibly a C, let me know. I think it's a D because of the status effect and because it does have quick attack. You know, it could.
I mean,
do something purple.
you have it to just paralyze with the whites and try to kill some purples with the quick attack, but the miss is so big and the damage is so useless. You know, because you get like 110, right? And if you evolve it, it's 120. It's not enough to kill like not anything. And the
Coco.
Oh yeah, sure. I guess 150, but it's not a really good ability. You know?
And X speed too. Like it could.
And you can line them up if you play defensively. You know, get them all in a line and then let them attack you.
I feel like we can make an argument to allow it to be in the bottom C tier, but it's way too much though to do. Like way too much setup.
No, it's a solid D. It's just not great, but it's not that bad.
All right.
It has some usefulness, but it's not really anything really good.
Get out of here, Tarvel says Rattata over Electabuzz. Get out of here. All right, so I'm gonna go with a solid D tier. Mr. Fletcher, you think it's a C tier? Let me know your argument there. Right now, I'm gonna stick it in D. But if you have a good argument, maybe we'll reconsider.
Again, if he has a good team.
I like I said, we just gave it the best possibility ever with Coco, with 2 electric bonds adjacent to it, and the opponent also being electric type, and X speed. Then you can maybe make an argument for like a low C, but it would take a lot to make that happen.
It's a 4-turn setup to make it hit like a little more, okay? And use a plate in the way. Sure, give it a D, just do the perfect storm.
Mr. Fletcher, I like it, but not enough to do a D. All right, we have dude, it is a crime. It is a crime to have a pseudo legendary 1 MP rare in T-Tar. Embarrassing.
We did get the EX at least.
Yeah, we did.
I know.
get
We
the,
finally got the
After
EX.
a long time.
Okay, so we did get the speed booster ability. And I don't know how long you guys been following, but if you remember, like when I was free to play, I always rocked the Pupitar into the T-Tar to give it 2 MP. It's got Dragon Tail Bite. Earthquake still has a level 4 miss at level 5. Dragon Tail moves. Or wait, the battle opponent must gain. I thought I moved him to the bench. Did it not? Oh yeah, bench is the battle opponent and they get win. Okay, and then EQ, everything spins. But I mean, if they rolled a miss, there was one time I had EQ and everybody spun and 3 of the opposing team rolled miss. It was kind of cool. It was like for the 2 moment. But other than that, pure white whale 1 MP. Like, damn, am I really considering putting T-Tar in an E tier?
Rare T-Tar, it's an E tier just because of the full white.
I can't believe
Yeah,
I can't believe we're doing that. Are we doing that? Santi says yes. Steven, Bill, what do you guys think?
It's a needed.
Chat,
You
what do you
can
guys
do
think?
can do really anything with that wheel. It's full white, and the earthquake might kill you. It's not really.
Saturday Night Monster used to run the Mega.
Yeah, but we're not counting the mega, are we? I mean, the mega is just as bad. It's just more damage.
Okay.
I'd still put the mega on the.
Listen, with it might be too much of a setup, but just hear me out. So we have an E tier, all right?
Okay.
We have an E tier. We have Pupitar. Pupitar makes their blues a miss, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Pupitar also has Tectonic Rage.
And
to evolve,
Tectonic
at least.
Rage. Okay, so let's just say we
So
do get the
Pupitar is
evolution
better
off.
Tyranitar.
Say we get
Yeah,
the evolution
Pupitar is
off.
better.
He is better. It's 3 MP. We get the evolution off. We get T-Tar. T-Tar does, like what Vixen says, has the alchemy marker, so it's a full gold will. What happened at the end when Pokemon Duel decided to die, it was mostly a purple meta. Tyranitar wouldn't be that bad, and Tyranitar could
Okay.
even be into C tier, but we're going to judge overall the entirety of the game, how much it was used. God damn, I guess I really have to agree that I'm going to put this thing in E tier.
I mean, I used that similar combo
Electabuzz is better.
with the alchemy marker and Reggie Gigas, and it was better. And I did nothing. Like I won like 1 game with the hammer cheese or hammer cheese.
That's
This-
funny.
It's just not useful. I mean, you have to evolve it before you put the marker on it, right?
You're right. No, you're right. And
It's
like
too much of a setup.
Bill said, Electabuzz is better. But in this game, it is. It really is. Like you're not
It's
wrong.
true, dude.
That's God. Who would have thought Electabuzz is better than a? Get out of here. All right, let's move on. Okay. We do have the Zygarde 50% form. Okay, ground and dragon. So ground automatically. We're like, okay, that's important. Land's Call. Your ground type Pokemon deal plus 10 damage when this Pokemon is on the field, so it buffs itself unless this Pokemon is affected by special condition. The only downfall is the 12 miss, but at level 5, it's 8. It does have an extreme speed, so it does have some sort of utility against purple. And then we do have the Land's Wrath. All other Pokemon on the field spin. Those that spin in purple are knocked out. And then the Dragon's Breath, 160, and Dragon Sphere. Move through figures 2 MP. I think it's damn, even XP too. I kind of want to put it in a B tier, and I look at the B tier. We have Murkrow, Kyogre, Charizard. I think, damn, Charizard might actually need to move down to C tier.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then Dratini and Gumi. Yeah, I'm gonna move Charizard down to B tier. So, like I said, I kind of want to throw him in B tier, but
I think this is a D, dude.
a D?
Yeah.
It's not D.
Explain yourself.
So in a ground deck, you don't use Seaguard 50%. In a dragon deck, you don't use Seaguard 50%. So it's just not useful in any way, shape, or form. It has the same wheel as Rayquaza, with a worse gold and no purple.
Okay, I can see your argument for in dragon decks. Nobody used it. You're right. Nobody did because there were far better dragons than Zygarde. But
yeah, and it's 1 MP, and you can't afford to run a Dragon Sphere just for one figure in Dragon deck.
Okay, let's say you're a free to play player, right? And let's just say Zygarde might be top 5 figures in terms of damage, in terms of EXs that you have. I would totally, if I'm using that and I'm a free to play player and that's like one of the best figures I have, I'm totally investing in getting a Dragon Sphere. And Dragon Sphere makes this thing just so much better. Like if I'm a free to play player and this is all I have, I'm like, yeah, I'm totally Dragon Sphere. I'm totally getting maybe 2 X speeds. This thing could be a threat. Like,
all right,
it's way better than Mighty Anna, Bailey, Zangoose.
Caleb just convinced me. He said ground C move, and okay, yeah.
Oh,
ground
true,
C move.
true. And
Yeah,
the
ground C move, dude. Yeah,
it has multiple ways of like impacting the game because like ground types are pretty meta, so buffing them is pretty nice.
Oh, true.
Land's Wrath can KO things, and it has good damage on its own. Like it hits 170 at base.
True. See, damn.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I kind of want to go like high C, low B.
I think it's.
I think it's C. I don't think you can put it in B just because.
Well, okay,
it's
let's
just a niche. It's not a staple in any deck,
Let's kind of explore that. Let's look what we have in B tier. We have the Murkrow. We put Murkrow in B tier because Runner, Whirlwind, and whatever the gold was. Maybe Murkrow might even move. Well, see, maybe we need a different. I don't know.
That's why I wanted another tier because it feels like everything from B down can like move down one tier.
True.
Everything from D can move down to E, and everything would be fine.
A lot of it probably could.
Kyogre.
Like Zubat? What? Why is he that D, dude?
Why did we do this? I don't remember. Because of a purple. I don't remember. Because of status. I think that's the only reason why. Because of status. But we have Kyogre, Kyogre's 1 MP, isn't it? Or is it 2 MP?
No, it's 2
2.
MP.
It is 2?
Used to be 1.
Oh, used to be 1. The Tidal Wave, although it is a 1-star. Yeah, see, I even might think of moving Kyogre. Yeah, I think there has to be another tier. Dratini, definitely, I think I would keep in B tier. And same with Gumi.
Yeah, they're really good in their respective decks.
But are we really going to put Zygarde 50% below Dratini and Gumi?
I'd say so. They at least have like a gimmick around them where if you like, evolve a Dratini into a Dragonite, it gets like powerful or useful in some way. It's just a worse, Rayquaza, but still. What do you do with 50%?
If the majority
so
says
hard to
C,
use.
We'll go C. So Zygarde, 50%. You belong in the C tier. I just want to make sure the chat, Kyogre 2, yes, Dawnwing, Splash. Are we adding an F tier? We might need to add an F tier. After this, I might need to reconsider and just see what we're doing. All right.
Okay, if you add an F tier, you're going to have to move every single E guy to F.
There's going to be a lot of shuffling going on.
Yeah.
All right. We are now on Tentacruel. Tentacruel, I believe, is 1 MP, right? Yeah, it is 1 MP. So we have Water Poison, Speed Booster. I didn't know it had Speed Booster. When this Pokemon... Is this new? Like, the Speed Booster, was that new to it?
No. I think that's...
Did it always have it?
I don't think it always had it, but it was a really, really early buff.
Yeah, because there's no way Tentacle Sting was 120. Okay, so 1 MP. Speed Booster could be 2 MP. Could be 3 MP with the Water Sphere. I mean, it could be like if you ran X Speed with this thing in a Water deck with Manaphy, with Feeny, and I guess the Wash Rotom. It could be a C tier, but Tentacle Sting, if the Pokemon is knocked out, the battle opponent becomes poisoned or paralyzed, and Miracle. But then again, it's one. I'm stuck between I think it's a solid D actually. I think it might be a solid D. What are your thoughts?
So Tentacool, it's better than Tentacruel again, but Tentacruel has the same issue that Blastoise has, where Miracle is pretty much useless. Either you die or you don't die, but it doesn't kill anything.
Survivable.
And the Tentacool, what's the name of the ability? Tentacle
Speed
Sting?
booster. Speed booster.
No, Speed Booster is not it.
Tentacle
so-
is form herd.
Oh, tentacool.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Tentacle is like better just because it has like the same effects but a better purple in the poison, and it has more MP. And if you have to evolve it to be good, it's just not that good.
That's
I
true.
think it's
I think-
needed.
I think you can put it with Tyranitar, honestly.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, right. Just
Damn.
the pre-evolution is better.
It's kind of comparable, I think.
Bill, what do you think? And then, Hype, you make a good point. Because you're right. I wouldn't justify using this over other water types. The only thing that's justifiable for me from bringing it from an E to a D is just the criteria that we went for status. Like
That one ability, yeah, totally, I agree with that.
the status of the tentacle sting. But then again, it's 1 MP. Like, how would you use this thing?
You don't.
You don't. You put it in E and you leave it there, and you just don't put it in the deck.
All right, boys. Final ranking and chat. Final ranking. Majority wins. E or D? What are we going?
D for me.
Okay.
E for
E.
me.
Okay. Steven?
I'd say E.
E. Okay. Were Poison's decks ever good? Mr. Fletcher, talk to Date. Date is the Poison Master. All right, looks like a lot.
Poison Master.
C? Robbed. C? Okay, listen.
Blast off on your rocket.
Oh, damn. All right, tell me your reasoning for C, but it looks like the majority of people are saying E. Kenny says E. Fletcher says D. If there's an F, bro, I don't know if it's an F. I don't know about that. But all right, we'll stick them here. Tentacruel. Wait, Tenta.
Why would you put this higher? Like, it's just not good.
Listen, I can make a way to make it good, okay? And you know what would happen?
I mean, you can make every single
You're
figure
right.
good with the right circumstances.
No, you're right. And I would make a video on it, and I would lose about 600 rating just to get the video.
Just to get once the
Yeah, I
combo,
know.
and then you lose the game anyway.
Like, I got the shot.
I got the showcase. Let's go. All right, Snorlax. You. Okay. EX Snorlax. Still. This Pokemon cannot be moved by the attacks of other Pokemon except by Sweet Scent. This Pokemon cannot be affected by special conditions other than sleep. We got Big Yawn, the Pokemon and the battle. This Pokemon and the battle opponent fall asleep. Wait, what? This Pokemon cannot be affected by other than sleep. Okay. And then Body Slam, the battle opponent becomes paralyzed 150. Damn, did it always hit this hard? And then Giga Impact.
No, it got buffed.
Got it buffed? Okay. If the battle opponent is knocked out, the next turn will always be your... Oh. Like who? Who has it? Giga Impact? Like that?
It's like Hyper Beam, but for TCO, I guess.
Zero Miss at level 5. It could be a good goalie for like Cheese, like Fake Out and Typhoon Slash Cheese. Obviously, the downfall is that it's a 1 MP.
It also has a unique Z move. I don't think it's all that useful on Snorlax.
What is it? Oh, the Pulverizing
something, I
Pancake. Did I ever use this? Knocks out the battle opponent
No.
and all Pokemon in a straight line directly behind it as far back as possible. The battle opponent is not
Cool.
knocked.
I don't think I used that.
I've never used that.
It's cool. I don't think it's like that. It's not like that impactful. I don't think it could be, but on Snorlax with 1 MP, it's kind of hard.
Situational.
Okay, hold up. B?
It's a decent goalie, I'd say.
That also knocks out your own Pokemon as
I don't
well.
think
Actually,
it's a B.
I don't think it's a B. Explain your...
I think it's a C.
I think it's a C too. Rob and Tarvold, explain. Well, Tarvold uses this with Munchlax, right? I think C, but please, Rob or Tarvold, give me the reason why you think it's a B.
What?
180 and
Rubs.
150 is high.
It's hard. What?
I know, but you would never, like, how would you use this thing, honestly? Like, what would you do? You would long throw it, air balloon it, or just put it on the board and then goal block it? Like,
I
what
mean,
do you do
it
with
does
this?
kind of laugh at Dawn Wings. Like that's about it, though.
I
does?
agree with Hype that the 1 MP is so crippling in figures like this.
Tarvold would say something like that. Snorlax is on your goal, it's safe from squared. Yeah,
no
Hype.
square,
I don't
no moon guys
I don't like 1 MPs. The only time I like 1 MPs is dragons. Or I guess the Rhyperiors and Rhydons, like they can move in a straight line.
They realistically are just 1 MP.
I think final ranking, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going with a C tier. Boys, what are you saying? And chat, let me know. What do you say?
C.
C.
I think it's a C.
Unanimous C from us. C. Yo, what up, Nick?
Cool C.
It's a cool C.
It's a C
right?
plus.
I saw a rep from, I don't remember who it was, but it was someone running a combi deck, and they won off a sweet scent.
Oh, that's
because
dope.
they moved the Snorlax away. That was so funny.
I ran Combi a couple times. That's awesome. That's actually funny though that the opponent had a Snorlax. All right, let's move
had two
on. Bellsprout. Okay, I really wanted to make Bellsprout work because it does have sweet scent. I can't remember. It was like early on when I first started playing, like when I first started on YouTube actually, and there was somebody like a subscriber whose favorite Pokemon was Bellsprout. So dude, did we never get Victory Bell? We never did, huh?
We
Wow.
didn't even get Weeping Bell, dude.
What kind of garbage is this? All right, so Grass Poison. We always got to factor in Grass Sphere, 2 MP. Vine Whip, don't care about that. Sweet Scent, it moves Pokemon. It moves Snorlax. It moves them, or they are drawn 1 to 2 steps closer to this Pokemon and gains weight. Sleep Powder, status, they can move through them. Vine Whip, I think it's a solid D.
I think it's an E, dude. It does like absolutely nothing.
I think it's a solid D just because of Grass Sphere and the ability to make things fall asleep. And it's not 1 MP.
It's a 1-star fall asleep, and it's a 1-star
True.
sweet scent.
It's true. That's true. No, you're right. But then again, it does have great survivability against like a all-white Z move. This one's
Okay, this thing dies to
everything.
any gold attack.
It does.
Right.
No, it does.
It even gets out damage, but most things, you know.
I gave you guys my reasoning on why I think it's a D, but if you guys feel like it's an E, let me know and we'll put it in the E. Looks like Tarvel.
I think it's an A, dude. I'm sorry.
Tarvel thinks D. He agrees.
got that much
A lot of people looks like it's E. Boys, what are you thinking? Santi told me D. Steven, Bill, what do you think?
No, I think E.
Or I mean E. That's why I'm sorry. I meant E.
Yeah, I'm feeling E also. It's just not offering a lot.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
has
I
no
think-
ability.
It's awkward because I think we put a lot of things in D that should be E, and there's some things in E with our reasoning that should be D.
Well, if you like-
I think from now on, I think something like Bellsprout needs to be E.
Okay. That's fair. I'll listen to you guys,
Yeah,
and then
because-
after maybe after this one, or maybe just a separate stream where we're gonna have to reorganize
Yeah.
everything.
Third
Reevaluate.
stream.
Yeah. Okay.
Remaking the list.
Let's move on. And then I'm going to be excited for this one. Everybody in chat and everybody in the Discord chat right now. Hero wants to do a top 100, or Steven wants to do a top 100. A top
Oh, I don't know.
100 would be kind of hard. Maybe.
Yeah, I can give you a top 10 for sure. Top 100 might be a
I can
little
give you a
hard.
top 2.
Maybe we should go to. I think top 10 would be. There would be lots of. I don't want to say arguments, but compelling arguments for a top 10. I'm down for a top 10, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we on? Ooh, Voltorb. We could talk about the Voltorb cheese. So we got the Voltorb. 0 miss at level 5, 0 ability, electric typing. It does have tackle, has explosion, has shock blast. Shock blast. If the battle opponent spins an attack of 101 or more damage, the battle opponent is knocked out. It is a it's a 2-star explosion. This Pokemon and all neighboring Pokemon's faint. 3 MP. Very easy to level up. Very easy to Carmenite.
I know what's up.
It's a contingency Pokemon. Like you have to run it with the electrodes as well. I don't think it's enough to put it with like Zargard 50% or Snorlax or Charizard or Blastoise. So I would say D. Thoughts?
Okay, so this is one of the weird like Pokemons that has a dedicated deck that it's really fun and really good if you can manage to pull it off. And I love this deck. I have 3 Voltorbs level 10 with 10 chain levels. And these things were killing Rayquazas, dude, in the Dragon meta. It was amazing. It's so fun.
For hitting Shock Blast, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shock Blast kind of destroyed everything in the meta in that time. It was really fun. But that being said, I think a C, just because the explosion and Shock Blast have so much value, but the tackle is so big that it's basically a miss.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's wheel, and coupled with the ability of electrode, I think it's at least as impactful as like Snorlax is.
Okay. Yeah. Just re-looking at the list that we have here, like I see Voltorb and I compared it to Snorlax and Zygarde, and I was like, no way. But then if you go up, we have Skarmory here, and I'm like,
Yeah, why is Skarmory in C?
I don't remember.
Dude,
So many things need to move.
Yeah, there's a okay. So if you guys okay, final ranking. I guess yes with the electrodes. I could see it in a C. I'll throw it in C. It looks like chat thinks it's a C. Well,
As a
voice
standalone
chat.
beer, it's a D just because of the wheel, but with the
It's a
synergy
D.
of the deck, it's a C for me. I think.
I can see that.
All right, I hear you. If it has its whole team, then it's a C, but by itself, it's a D.
Okay. And then Steven, you said C, right?
Yeah.
All right. Chat looks like they said D D C. It's actually competitive. It's worth a C. Because everybody on the panel agrees C, and it looks like only 3 people said D in chat. I'm gonna go with C, because like, dude, when you got caught off by this, I don't remember your guys' first time or the first time you saw it, but the first time I got like trolled by this, I was like, what the hell just happened to me? Like, I was so confused.
Then something exploded. Everything went to your bench. And
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck just happened?
I went for a surround. Let's see, they took one entry point, and then they took the other entry point, and then I did a long throw for the surround, and then it like KO'd something I had next to it, and then he just walked on the goal, and I was like, what just happened? I was so mad.
Yeah. I think
it's
with
so fun, dude.
with like the Voltorb deck, it's like it has a hard time winning, but you also have a hard time winning against it because it just keeps KOing you.
Yeah, and you're right. And after you KO things, it keeps coming back, because I think people ran like at least one max revive, maybe double max revives, and it was always 3 MP. Like, the mobility was decent, so yeah.
That deck was super fun, dude.
It was
so mobile.
Yeah, it was tough to beat even if you manage them. But all right, enough on Voltorb. What are we on? Xatu. I thought this Pokemon was. Oh, just kidding. I was thinking of its pre-evolution because the wheel was like gold and purple. But all right, so we have Xatu. We have Psychic. We have to factor that in for the Z move. Oh my God, this thing was 1 MP. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Teleport. Psychic 6. I'm going with a solid E because it's 1 MP.
It's
Yeah.
an E.
Teleport
I
is cheesy,
I actually used this Pokemon when I started playing, and I thought it was pretty good just because if you manage to evolve it against the bots, you can TP right into the goal most of the time. But it's,
Yeah, but it's like-
useless beyond that. Like above 800, it's useless.
Gotcha.
Like,
Steve, what were you saying?
It's like a little worse than Spearow because like it's 1 MP. Teleport is better than Flyaway, but
Right.
like Spearow is 2 MP and kind of does the same thing.
True. Okay. I think it's unanimous. It looks like everybody's saying E. Oh, except for Rob. Rob, Rob, tell us why you think it's a D. Tell me.
I don't think he knows there's like a letter below D, you know?
What the? All right, somebody ban Tarfield for saying it's Pikachu tear. I hate you.
I'm gonna mod him. Oh wait, he's already a mod.
All right, Chimchar. We don't even really need to talk about this. Oh, it has taunt. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got a buff.
I didn't know that. I still think it's an E tier.
Wait, did D?
I didn't. What did it have instead of taunt? Or did it always have taunt?
I don't know because I'm pretty sure Taunt was new whenever Aerodactyl came out.
Oh, true. You're right. You're right.
Oh, you're right. I
Because
didn't
like
even-
Weavile got Taunt after that
Yeah.
too.
All right. I don't think there's really anything to talk here. I mean, there is the taunt, but it's not like fake out, so it's, it doesn't really do anything. It can survive if they Z move it with like a Y Z move, but they have to get like really lucky. It's a 1 in 4
The
chance.
miss is
essentially.
so fucking big, dude. It's an E.
Yeah, E for
Yeah,
sure.
It's like decent among the starter ones, but it's still an E.
Okay. Next, welcome back, Vixen. Chimchar. Ooh, the rare Bayonet. Rare Bayonet. I
It
think
just
it
said how
had
big.
Curse. Yeah, okay, so we have Infiltrator, so I can move through figures. It's 2 MP. Nightshade and Shadowclaw is the hindrance of this thing. It's level 0 or miss. 0 miss at level 5. When you X speed, is the attack random?
Yeah, I think so.
It is random. Okay.
I thought it was like the smallest one, but it might be random.
I couldn't remember. Like, yeah, it was. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. So, like, I only use it with figures that only had like one slice of white. So, the thing that we just need to consider here is being able to Mega Evolve and Curse. No, there's no way Curse is going to be a 2-star purple because there's no way you're evolving Shuppet into this thing.
I mean, you can move it for like 40 damage.
Okay, they said it's random.
It does at least give the same buff to Mega Bayonet and other EX Bayonet because it's whenever any Bayonet is KO'd.
Ooh, good point.
Like that's something.
Very good point.
And like Curse is a very good move.
Definitely.
For sure. It's hard that it's 1 star, but like.
Thank God it's 1 star, dude. Can you imagine?
Yeah, no, I could totally see that. Curse is definitely really good. Yeah, it is 1 star, but it can really change the dynamic of a game if you get the curse off and KO something. That's definitely enough to put it above an E, in my opinion, but I don't think it belongs in a C tier. So I'm saying D tier. What are you guys saying?
I have seen people run triple Banet decks with a rare Banet just because of the curse.
Easy KO and the synergy, yeah. And the curse.
And yeah, you just cycle the rare Banet out to get your ramping up the damage on your other Banets, and you can always Mega it, which makes it like really, really good.
Good. That's fair.
So
I don't think it's enough to pull it to C though, because what happens when the Mega Evolution ends?
You just keep cycling.
I guess you're right. Yeah, you keep cycling it but then again, we're comparing it with the EX Bayonet. Right now, we're kind of just ranking the rare Bayonet. This one's tough. This one's actually tough.
Because okay, so here's what I'm thinking. This thing it gets 20 damage to every single other Bayonet.
Okay.
When you kill it, and if you don't manage to suicide it, you can curse someone, which puts pressure on that figure.
Easy to kamikaze him.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's
pretty
easy
good
just to cycle him out.
One rare.
Yeah, to suicide. I like it. I like what you guys are saying. I like it a lot. I still like it in D tier, but it sounds like, are you guys putting it in C tier then?
I think just the move curse deserves a C, just because it's such a good move.
Really good, definitely. I agree with that. Steven, Bill?
Sounds good to me.
I can understand D.
Are you eating right now?
But I think just how well it can synergize with other Bayonets and the Mega, and it has Infiltrator, I think it's okay to be C.
Ooh, I didn't even really factor in Infiltrator that much, but all right. So you guys say C. Chat, you guys are saying C too. Looks like Rob says C. Hype says C. With a proper support.
Standalone, it sucks, but with the Mega, it can be like pumped up.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's a C, but I can see you putting it in the D tier.
Okay. K-Dub says C. Daytay's the only real one that says D. All right.
Yeah,
it's a
even
kamikaze curse.
To banish something, because like even if Bayonet sucks, if something else can KO the cursed figure, then Bayonet did its job.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes. And if you manage to curse someone, you can always Mega right after and kill it,
True. It's getting along, Cade, right? All right, let's move on from Bayonet. Slacking.
Mm-hmm.
Slacking. Okay. We have the Turant. Is that how you say that? Turant. Turant. This Pokemon cannot attack in the same turn it is made an MP move. It does have Hammer Arm, Fake Sleep. And what does Fake Sleep even do?
It's so bad.
Allows this Pokemon to respin once. I mean, you could. Well, no, you couldn't because you can't attack, right? It's trash.
It's like, why respin when the rest of its wheel sucks?
Yeah.
It would honestly be better if Fake Sleep didn't have any text and was just 3-star.
Yeah, right? Just survives a purple attack.
I think, yeah, the fact that you can attack on the same turn, easy E tier in my opinion. What do you guys think? K-Dub says F.
Yeah, it's just
and like
everything lower.
Rest just makes it fall asleep.
Yeah, right.
Dude, this thing is trash. Oh my god. I thought there was like really, really bad figures. Like this might be one of them. Maybe we should do a video of like top 10 worst figures ever. Like ever.
Oh, that would be fun too.
That would be fun.
This is so rare, dude. Like there are uncommons better than this, right? It's so rare.
Date just said straight up,
Even
let's
worse
go to
than
the
that
next
rare
figure.
Gudra.
Oh, it is. It's way worse. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so
let's move
much
on.
worse.
We have, dude, Haunter's trash too. Haunter has the Infiltrate, which is, somewhat decent. It does have Toxic Witkin status, but it's only 1 star. Dodge. We needed another Haunter. We needed like a rare Haunter, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the video. You put up, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot I mentioned that. Okay. The fact that it can move through figures, it has Toxic. I think that's better than Slacking. That's what makes me want to put it in D tier. So I'm gonna go with D. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's fair.
D's
Infiltrator and Toxic is, at least some impact.
Okay. If nobody has anything to argue with the D tier, then we're just gonna throw it in D tier.
I mean, it's better than Slacking, dude. But are you really gonna put 20 damage Nightshade on D?
Yeah, that's pretty crappy.
To move to be able to move through figures, to have over half of your will survivable to white attacks because of dodge and toxic, and it can noxious the opponent. Yes, that's enough for me to put into D.
All right, so I guess Infiltrator, dodge, and toxic makes it like D tier. I'm still not convinced. I'm pretty sure I put this on E, but
okay, that's fair. So we have an E. I think Rob even says E tier. Hype says E tier as well. No. Okay. Hype is saying Pikachu's get out of here. Pikachu is not top 1 in the worst category.
I think Hype is right.
I think. Oh no. Hype said D. Okay, so the majority here says D. So we're gonna go with D. So Bill, Santi, and I think I think you guys are the ones that said E.
Yeah, we're the ones that said E. But to be fair, you're putting a ton of things in D and E that should be in the same category.
No, I know we gotta go. We have to go through like reconstruct this. All right, so next we do have.
Yo, what the fuck, Hype?
Larvitar.
Come on.
Larvitar is a 2MP. It is rock and ground. We got to factor that in. Ground Z move. 0 ability. Crunch. Bite. It does have Thrash. This Pokemon becomes confused. Damn. Okay, so I can kind of see what Santi's saying now, because like just looking at this, you're like, that's a solid E tier. But then I want to be like, oh, but it's got the ground Z move. 4-star purple.
Okay, so the ground Z move does not make this figure good. It doesn't even have enough damage to do anything.
Okay. Picture this. Okay, picture this.
Oh my god, no, not again.
So we have, where's that boy at? Hold up. We have this man right here sitting in E tier, all right? Picture this. Larvitar.
Oh my god.
Okay. And we don't even use Larvitar to evolve here. We use Born Sweet. Born Sweet with that 2-star purple. We DC there, level 10. We evolve the Larvitar into the Pupitar. Pupitar is now 3 MP. Our Z gauge is almost up, right? So now my Z gauge is up. I'm going to ground Z move, right? Now to get this 4-star purple. Going to get this free evolution onto the T-Tar. We're going to use a rare T-Tar, okay? Rare T-Tar with the speed booster ability. I got 2 MP now. And I have the Mega Evolution. Now I'm just going to Mega Evolve right now, and then I'm going to attack.
And then you're going to lose to every single purple attack there is.
And then I'm going to miss or something stupid.
Yeah, right.
Smash your phone.
Just put it right by Tyranitar,
Yeah, this is where in the stream Rico is like, yo, this is it. It's for the tube, please.
Yeah, right.
All right, fine. All right, everybody says, all right,
For the tube.
we're throwing it in E. Listen, I just gave it the best scenario.
Okay, your best possible scenario is still trash.
Yeah, it's too much setup. All right, fine. Fine.
Too bad.
See, this is what I think about when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a video on this, and that plays out in my head, and it seems perfect, and then I go up against like direct counters to that, and I'm just like, dude, this is stupid, and I throw my phone. All right. Ooh, Keldeo. This is gonna be an interesting. This is gonna be an interesting one.
It's an S. It's an S.
My
Okay.
Little Pony.
Maybe it's not gonna be interesting. Just straight up. Oh, we have a
It's an
couple of
S.
A's. We have a couple of S's in here. All right. So just dude, how did the ability work again? Because I did not fully understand it. This Pokemon deals plus 10 damage for each opposing Dark type Pokemon on the field. I get that. When this Pokemon is knocked out in battle. Oh wait, I was thinking of the Resolute form. That's what I was thinking about of its ability. That's kind of confusing to me. But okay, we can not get knocked out and evolve into the Resolute. We do have the Water Jump. We see a lot of Water Jump cheese, and we also have the Hydro Quick, which benches. Yeah, I would say easy S tier.
This is like a better like Mew in some ways. So this is a better rusher than Mew, but Mew has more survivability with the gold and the shell flip.
Fair.
But this can win you the game with Hydro Kick.
I would say easy S tier when you have the Resolute. If you don't have the
Yes.
Resolute, A tier. But
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty
But
accurate.
its ability to switch to the Resolute.
yeah, no, because every figure that I kind of like how you would use it if you have the ability to do things. We did the same thing for Bayonet. We did the same thing for Metagross. So yeah, I'm comfortable sticking this thing in the S tier. So unless looks like Fletcher changed his mind. So Rob, I think you're the one stuck on A. Is everybody else with S?
I think it's an S because it has the second life. Hydro Kick is really good. Oh, mainly because of the second life. Water Jump cheese.
Yep.
And it also has Mighty Sphere.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Later, Rob. All right. and-
Also kills Celebi, so that's a plus.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
ooh,
true.
nice. All right, so we have Keldeo, ordinary form. And Hype is correct. He said 9 times out of 10. Wait, what did you say? You can't go 10 rush decks without it being in 9 of them. That's fair.
Oh yeah.
That's fair.
Absolutely.
Yes,
All right.
this is staple on.
Ooh, okay, this is
Rush
interesting. We do have the Giratina altered form. All right, I don't even remember the ability. Distort at the start of your turn instead of an MP move. Oh yeah. This Pokemon may move through an adjacent Pokemon to a point 1 to 2 steps away, basically kind of like a 3 MP. When it does, this Pokemon may change forms, which was added, which was really good. At level 5 has an 8 miss. It's a dragon, so Dragon Sphere. Will-O-Wisp and Hex. Hex has the ability to do 200 damage if the opponent is status, right? If I remember right. Special condition, yes. So it can hit for 200. Damn, why did nobody run this with, like, Seismitoad? And
Because it
then
sucked.
Shadow Claw. Because it sucks? Where are you putting this thing? Oh, yeah.
I'd say a B just if you have the other form, because you can like transform and makes it like really good, and the jump, it's actually not bad at all.
Wait a minute.
Transforming, making your, added damage go negative. And
Yeah, it's a pretty good niche, but it's not like really good. It's kind of nice, and if you can pull off like one of the cheese jumps where the opponent is like, oh, it's 1 MP, it can't reach my goal, and then you jump behind them and just kill them.
I say A, but that's probably a little.
I honestly, because of what Date said, like, you can avoid curse markers or status because when you do the distort, you can change
Yeah, but you
forms
lose the
and you
turn
heal.
doing that.
I know, but you get to move 3 MP, you get to change your forms. You have Dragon Sphere, you're already moving
Yeah,
through
but
figures.
none of the forms are really good though.
I forgot what the other form is like. I forgot what it does.
It's the same, but with
It's not-
a
yeah, it's
Shadow
basically
Snake
the same.
and a Drago Meteor, I think, in the purple.
It's a little bit better, but it's essentially the same.
Okay, so you're saying this thing does not belong with
I think it's a B.
Metagross, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Gabite, Mewtwo, Venusaur, and Rayquaza. The only one I think
Yeah.
it doesn't belong with is Rayquaza. Everything, well, maybe even Venusaur.
I think B is fair.
I
Yeah.
think B is
High,
fair.
I would say high
Yeah.
B, but okay, yeah, let's B is fine.
I think B just because the other form, it's an A and it's not even that good.
Okay,
To me, at least.
that's fair. All right, let's move on. Okay, Hariyama. Hariyama with 2 MP, fighting type, slap push, and what does Heavy Slam do again? Oh yeah, the 3 MP. If it's higher, it gets knocked out. But the biggest thing here is the push away. This Pokemon knocks the battle opponent one step back and claims its previous spot. So the classic rush, take the entry point, switch, DC, go for the push away. That alone, I want to put it in C, but I don't. Maybe high D.
I lost versus Starbolt with the Hariyama. I got cheesed.
Tarvold beat you with that?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so Tarvold says C+. Wow. Great. Ooh, for Mighty Sphere and Kill Runners. True and true.
It's a really good figure. I think it's like a C tier. Yeah. I can see that just because the push away is so big. And in level 10, it's like almost half the wheel. And you can DC.
Okay, that's fair.
It has nothing else, but you can, the purple is really, really good.
That's fair. I see. I agree with that. I would go C. Anybody else disagree?
It's so cheesy, dude.
Yeah, I really wonder if they tried to design some figures like specifically for gyms, because this is like
this is it, right?
Just that.
Yeah.
So like 3 MP push away, like you can move 4 steps away in the first turn.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. I've never even considered that. That's crazy because what you could do, you move that 4 MP, like you'd move 3 MP, you claim its spot by hitting push away. The opponent is forced to like goal block unless they can block it off, and then you could just DC again and go for the win. You could essentially win the game in 2 turns.
Yeah, and like Makuhita is not bad either.
Oh yeah, I love Makuhita. That's crazy.
Makuhita, it's a really easy evolution actually.
Wow. Okay, so wait, we said C, right?
I think that's okay.
Okay. Chat, do you disagree? Let me know. Hariyama.
I think it's a C. Also, Heavy Slam is not bad.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point that out because Mr. Fit Creature is onto something.
Yeah, and I mean, and it can deal, and it could really deal with Celebi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. All right, do we even need to talk about these like next few figures? Diglett, you're straight in the. Oh, dude, Dig is huge. Wait a minute.
Diglett might be D.
And it's ground? Yeah, it might be D here.
I feel like Santi will say E.
Santi, let's hear it.
It's a needed. It's just not great at anything, and there are better diggers out there like Ninkada, which is like the best figure ever, you know?
Ooh, you beat me with that stupid deck. I remember that.
Yeah, that was it. You made a video about the deck.
Yeah. The only reason why I go D, 2-star, big purple, survivable, it could be cheesy for a win, but you really have to set it up. But the Z move.
I'll pass.
Well, Mr. Flitcher, you don't have to worry about an evolution.
Yeah, we don't have one.
We don't have one, bro. We never got one. Look at Hype. He's like, oh, Oricorio or Born Sweet. What would we evolve into, Hype? Tell me.
A question mark.
Actually, you know what we could evolve it into? We could evolve it into the fusion. Remember when we were streaming and the Diglett fused with like the Abra? Remember that?
Oh yeah,
dude, that was.
I think
hilarious.
I only saw the clip of that.
That was so fun.
Oh, I think I saw the clip of that. Actually.
Dude, Santi, you were in the chat making the clips.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think I made the clip.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
No, I think it was YouTube, right? I think that was YouTube. YouTube when you were streaming on YouTube. There were no clips there.
Was it YouTube? No, dude. It was definitely Twitch. I'll have to go back and watch like the This Is Pokemon Duel, the part 2 or whatever, because I think I put it in there. But okay, I think D. Santi says E. Steven says D. Bill, what do you say?
I think it's D or E.
D or E. Chat. What are we going with?
Come on. I agree with Dixon. She's totally right.
Hype says D. Daytay says E. D for the funny moment. Diglett grows. For real,
I think we can put it in E, especially if we move a lot of the other stuff down too.
That's true.
It's probably fair.
All right, Diglett. Let's move over.
Because Honestly, if Tyranitar is E, I think this is also E because it's like not really much better or worse.
But
It doesn't give
but
anything
Diglett
new.
can KO T-Tar though, and it
Tyranitar
can
has Dragon Tail.
survive against T-Tar.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Dude, Diglett's better than T-Tar. Alone? Like, alone. But if
Alright, but
hypothetically
everything's
thinking, if
better
we
than
ran
T-Tar.
from Larvitar and we evolved Born Sweet and then we Z-moved the Pupitar and then maybe T-Tar's okay.
No way. Come on, man.
Okay, Corphish. I didn't even know this thing had an ability. What is it? Surprise back. When attacked, you can move this Pokemon back 2 steps without bat. Really?
Yeah, that's the same
yeah.
as the Crawdont.
There's a weight.
Oh, yeah.
There's a weight deck around this, right?
Yeah, with Bulu, right? But it's
Yeah,
with
with the
the
Bulu.
it's with the this thing, Crawdont.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hated weight decks, dude.
I remember.
I
that.
ran a pretty fun deck that was 2 Crawdont, 2 Wimpod,
Oh,
and like
Wimpod.
Zoro and Feeny or something. That was pretty fun.
Okay, so Vice Grip doesn't do anything. Taunt, we don't really care for Taunt. I mean, it's survivable, but doesn't really provide us. I mean, it does have the potential to make you hit Struggle. You know.
I think it's an E, but Crodont, I think it's just like the same basically because they
Kenny.
serve the same purpose, you know.
Yeah, honestly, Corphish might even be like on par with Crawdont because Corphish can survive a little bit better, I think.
Crodont has like a bigger miss, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
miss.
It's a
white
They
huge
gills,
both
Huge
have
one
kind of
star
big miss.
purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
right. Oh,
think
but it's Guillotine
Corphish-
though. Guillotine KOs, right? It's Guillotine, right?
Yeah.
I think it's Guillotine. Okay.
1 star.
Oh,
and you're
yeah,
not gonna
dude.
evolve these.
That's that thing. Those things. That was a scary deck to like attack into. Like I never felt comfortable attacking into them when the Guillotine was level 10, like Carmed 10.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. I also had Rotom Wash in that deck because like with Rotom Wash, well no, you only move back, but like if a Crawdont is on the entry point, like you can't really attack it with Rotom Wash going too. I don't know. Never mind. It's not important.
Okay.
No, but it's actually a really nice deck. I remember
29?
because I faced it once, and what the deck was doing is just basically rushing your entry points with Crodont and then hoping you attack them so they can, you know, move by your goalie and then surround you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That may have been me, Santi.
Oh my god, maybe. Holy shit.
I think. I don't know. So, do you think that enough brings it to an E?
No,
Or,
I think
mean
it's
a
an
D.
E. I think it's an E.
E.
You can have an argument like the deck was like useful, but the deck was never really that good. So I think it's an E.
E. All right, Steven.
Mm,
It's a niche.
I think because of what I said earlier.
Yeah, you
it-
have
it should
experience with
probably
it.
be E.
Oh, okay. But you're throwing it in D.
I want to put it in D. I kind of do.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Bill, what are we thinking? And Bill is gone. Maybe, possibly. All right. Chat says E E B. Oh, that's Kenny just trolling. We have a D
Like
from
I
Vixen
can't really argue with it being an E though.
and a D
It
from
has
Hype.
40 attack. I mean, it doesn't KO anything, you know?
Yeah, and it's
that's the
easy to
thing.
play around as well.
Yeah. It has a nice, like, really fun ability, but Crodon, even though it's like on par with this figure, I think it's better just because it's scarier to attack into.
You're fine, Vixen. What do you have to do tomorrow? All right. So, you guys want to put it in D?
No, we need.
In E? All right. We'll leave it in E, and then when we come back and reconstruct it, I guess we'll reconsider.
You should do like the
He should be
reconstruction.
D. He
Like,
has an ability.
he has an ability.
Maybe the next video will be because then we're reconstructing 200 Pokemon though. Like I kind of want to do it now, but I kind of don't. I just want to finish the next 200. Let's talk about Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff, fairy typing, decent typing to bench the battle opponent because of Z move. 140. What the? When was Hyperforce ever 140?
It got buffed.
It got buffed.
When the Mega Guards came out, I think. Or the what's the name? the rock fairy figure.
Diancie.
Diancie,
Yeah,
that's right.
Diancie. I think when that came out, it got buffed.
Okay, so we have double slap, spin again. If double slap is spun, it does plus 20 damage, so it can hit for a maximum of 8 damage. Right? Yeah. It doesn't keep going, right? No, there's no way.
Just
Okay.
2 times.
Lullaby. All neighboring Pokemon fall asleep. It's a 1-star purple. Ooh, it's rare. This one's, I don't know. Is it? Okay.
It's any.
The fairy typing, the 1-star purple, the 140 hyper voice. That's the biggest thing. Those 3 things. Is that enough to put it into a D? I don't know. I might agree with Santi here to still put it in E.
Okay, so here's my thinking. It's an okay Pokemon, but when you see that wheel, you want to land the 140 because the Lullaby is not really that good. You can put asleep one of your Pokemons, so it has
True.
like a drawback.
True.
And the pre-evolution is better.
True, because of the...
Yeah.
What was the ability?
Yeah.
Like something balloon or something like that?
If you move like one space like next to it, you can move for free without battling.
Yeah.
I think. It's really cheesy, and you have the fairy move with the Igglybuff. That's really nice. I once got cheesed by it. That's why I know.
Yo, that was one of the Rico challenges. Bodied by the balloon. That's what it was called.
Oh, I think I just got bodied by the balloon then.
All right, so are we sticking this in E? Is that the consensus?
I can see a case for it to be D, but I think there's just too much stuff in D that doesn't belong there.
Yeah, I think at this point it's kind of hard to distinguish between D and E. Like it all kind of feels the same. Like there's some stuff that's obviously really bad, like Raticate and Rattata. And then there's some stuff where it's like you can do something, but it doesn't really do something.
Right.
I'm feeling a D.
You're feeling D?
Yeah, just because like it's got that 60 with the plus and a 140 and the Lullaby, you know.
Yeah, but the 60 with the plus is 20 damage. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
And you have to roll it again.
It's true. But the Lullaby's big. I don't know. You're right. Crap.
Okay. Chat. Is there anything to change your guys' mind? Hyper Voice Double Slap should be switched. That would be kind of good. That would be, dude. I don't know about that because like you have this Jigglypuff hitting for 140 more consistently, which I don't think it deserves to do.
Hey, Ref, how you doing, sir?
This thing is a lullaby Pokemon. All this thing does is sing on the anime. Like they should have made another way to make it fall asleep. Later, Vixen.
That's the thing.
Right, Vixen.
All right, we'll move on. We put Jigglypuff in E for now.
Vixen.
Let's move on. Dude, is this the? Yeah, this is the
Uncommon one.
Did we get another Mawile?
Yeah, an EX one.
The EX one, yeah. Okay.
EX
Oh yeah, I
Mawile
remember.
was
I remember
really
running
fucking
this.
good.
I actually remember running this.
So good.
When I
Yeah.
lost my account and started over, I ran this for a little bit. All right, so Mawile, 2 good Z moves, the Steel type and the Fairy type. What's really good about this one, obviously, is the Trickery. Landing the Trickery and shifting it into the Bite, but it's only 70. So essentially, all this Pokemon does is survive because of the large Trickery, unless you get Z moved. But if you get to Z move first, then you can do the Steel Z move, which only does a maximum of 140. Well, I guess 160 if it's chained. And then the Fairy, which can bench it. This thing, to me, is still like a D.
I didn't even know it existed.
You didn't know
How
what?
do you not know this existed, dude?
It is Z move fodder. What? Okay, so
Yeah, but okay, to be fair, the EX Mawile is also Simu fodder, so
Yeah, but
That's
at
true.
least he can do stuff.
But the
I
ability
can't wait
makes
to
it
talk
good.
about EF Mawile.
yeah, EX Mawile is so fucking good.
All right, so I'm throwing this in the D tier. What are you guys thinking?
The D tier.
Yes.
Why is he better than me?
Better-
This is an E.
An E, dude. Okay.
Yeah, come on.
The
What
reason
does this guy
the reason
do?
why I give
Like,
Mawile. Okay,
nothing.
look at the entirety of Pokemon Duel for the 3 years that we ran Pokemon Duel. Could
It's not usable, dude.
it's more usable than not. It's more usable than Tentacruel than
No, Tentacruel is so fucking good.
Tentacruel.
No, Tentacool.
I said Tentacruel.
Oh, I misheard.
Okay. So this is my argument. The only reason why I'm going to D is because Mawile has survivability with the trickery. You can choose to shift or not shift, and then once you survive,
Mega.
yeah. Oh, true.
Oh,
Once you
it
survive, you
can-
can go
that's-
Mega,
that's-
and also the Z move's good. The Z move can make for some cheesy wins, or like take things off the entry point with a 4-star purple. I think that's enough. What I just went over, I think that's enough to put it to D.
All right. I see what you're doing. It has really good fairy synergy, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I put it at D. Yeah, sure. For the C moves and the survivability with the fairy, like the Diancie synergies, I can see it being a D.
all right. I say D. A lot of people are saying D. Hype, I hate you. It's not more usable than Pikachu. Okay, Pikachu's way more usable.
It is more usable than Pikachu though.
Bill and Steven, any last words on the Mawile?
No, you sold me with that trickery. It is a.
All right, and then Steven, you still think
Same
it's okay? So
Okay, for the record, I think it's an E. I just put it on D just because.
okay, all right. Mawile, you deserve to be a D. All right, now we're gonna move on to okay, let's just put it in E and move on. Cyndaquil, right? Nothing around, nothing here. God, dude, like I kind of want to even put in Typhlosion in E tier. Trash.
It is.
All right. Ooh, okay. We have Xerneas. Xerneas, the Force Balance. When placed adjacent to this Pokemon, your Pokemon will be boosted from 0 to 1 MP to 2, or wait, from 0 to 1 MP to 2 MP. Wait, what? That text is kind of weird.
It's like 0 or 1. It goes to 2.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And your opponent's Pokemon will be reduced from 3 plus MP to 2 MP. He's got Moonblast 99. He's got Geomancy, which you spin again, and it adds plus 50 to Moonblast. And imagine running this with was it Cresselia that gave it plus 50?
Yeah.
It didn't stack.
Oh wait, no, you're right. It did not stack. That's right. You're right.
But it at least made it always plus 50.
True.
Yeah.
So it hits for
know,
149. Pretty good. Fairy Mist. While this Pokemon's on the field, your Fairy type Pokemon receive a plus 10 boost to attack damage. And it's a Fairy typing, 2 MP. Easily C tier, in my opinion. A tier? Fletcher, what you talking about? What the? I didn't say Siri. Get out of here.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Yes,
Go
Could you
away.
please repeat?
Oh, God. How do I get out of
Hey
here?
Siri, go away.
How do I make
I
this
think you
thing?
did say seriously.
What are you doing?
I don't know how to make this thing go away. What do I do?
Oh my god, pro streamer, by the way.
Oh, there you
Has
go.
been streaming for like 4 years. by the
Listen.
way.
I don't want to talk about it, okay? All right, C tier. C tier for me because if you run it with Cresselia, it's hitting for 149. The Fairy Mist could go for 159 or plus. 2 MP, pretty standard stuff, and the Z move to bench things. C tier, boys, what do you think?
Yeah, see, because I would almost say.
What's that?
Yeah, I agree. Like, I would almost say D, but it's not that.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Santi, Steven?
I think it's okay. You're gonna be angry, but I think it's a
Okay.
D.
Okay. Steven?
I think it's a D.
Before I entertain Santi, Steven, what are we saying?
I think it's a C.
C.
It has some interesting stuff, and Fairy Mist can potentially continuously add up.
And we didn't even really factor in being adjacent to this figure. Get a plus MP or the opponent get minus MP. That could
That's
be
just if you have
useful.
low MPs.
Okay, all right. Here we go, guys. All right, you ready for this? This man here, Santi, he took a look at the D tier and he's like, yo, Zubat? Yo, Ladybug? Yo, Butterfree?
Yeah, dude.
Yo, Pikachu? Yeah, let's stick Xerneas in that tier. Come on, bro.
Yo, Pikachu should be E tier.
Get outta
to be
here.
honest.
Oh wait,
Come
we
on.
did not specify. This is the rare Pikachu, I believe.
Right, which is the first one.
No. This Pikachu is the uncommon one.
Oh.
Gotta specify that. Okay. Listen, Santi, I'm sorry. Xerneas is going in C tier.
All right. I'm just gonna say Hariyama is better.
Where do we put Hariyama?
Cool. He should be like B.
Hariyama's in
Let's
C
see.
tier.
Yeah.
I would honestly run Hariyama as well over Xerneas, but I
I
would.
tried to run Cernias in a fairy deck, and it's so inconsistent, and it does like no damage. Dies to pretty much any gold attack. That's plus 150.
Just like him because he's one.
Kenny, were you not here when we put T-Tar in the E tier? It was an interesting like thing to discuss. All right, Xerneas, let's move on. We are at Yveltal. Okay. Yveltal has the Darkness Shield. Ooh, there was some cheesy stuff with the Darkness Shield and having like dark Pokemon with you, like the Sableye. And what else did we run with this thing? Just to prevent like people from moving through it, like getting rushed by
I put
ghosts.
this in the B tier.
Okay, while this Pokemon's on the field, opposing ghost type Pokemon cannot use the effect of an ability to pass through your dark type Pokemon. So you put this thing on, Ghost couldn't go through your dark typing. It does have the Oblivion Wind, which is nice, 151. The Draining Wind, one Pokemon within 3 steps range is drawn 1 to 2 steps closer to this Pokemon and is given an MP -1 marker, even your own Pokemon. And then Dark Mist gives it just boosts you plus 10. Level 5 has an 8 miss. C tier minimum, I think. Thoughts?
I think B tier.
B as in Bravo?
Yes.
Okay, tell me why.
So this happened to me once. I was running a ghost deck, and this thing was on the board, and I couldn't rush, and I lost. All right.
Okay.
So this thing gives you the ability to not run the sphere, which does the exact same thing.
Right.
This ability does. So you have a spare plate slot, which is more valuable to me.
Okay.
Than just a random dark Pokemon, because you don't have like really good dark Pokemons, and it blocks the rush, so you can do like whatever setup you want to do, because nothing's getting like over you unless you're like a fairy type or something, you know.
Okay. I can
And also, I once attacked one Yveltal 7 times, and it rolled the drain
7?
like 7 times.
You hit it 7 times?
And the 7 times it rolled Draining Wind.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't just couldn't kill it. I just couldn't kill it.
Okay, I could see the argument when you factor in the extra plate, because you're not gonna have to use the dark sphere. You have like a dark team, that renders ghost rushers useless. I think I like that, and you can even run X speed on this thing, and it's a large gold.
Yeah, but the purple, the big purple, the 3-star purple that gives you less 1 MP marker, lets
Right.
you do some really sick like surrounds, and you can manage the board better if you can make the opponent move towards you and have less movement. So I think it has some value on preventing the opponent to move freely on the board.
Okay. Date says Dark Mist doesn't stay. Draining Wind harms your Pokemon. Very weak to Confusion. Dark Sphere with any dark
Level 5.
type is better. Okay, so that's like the counter argument to what Santi was saying. Bill or Steven, what do you guys think?
I always tried to get him working, for me, but he never really worked. But he always worked for other people when against him. So
It worked really well for me, I'd say so.
Fair. I was hit or miss with Yveltal trying to make it work, and I couldn't get it to consistently do what I wanted it to do. Steven, what do you think?
I really like it. I will say that the Darkness Shield it didn't help against a lot of rush decks, because most of them, like the only ghost type you would see is maybe like a Gengar.
Mm-hmm.
Or Banette.
Bayonets, yeah.
Because like after a while, it's like Bayonet and Dawn Wings is like the main ghost types you see, and like that's about it. And that's still good.
Okay, so
Marshadow.
here's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
you're right, Marshadow. And
Here's
like
what
draining wind is really cool. Like I agree with Santi on that. And like you can also use it with the UX EV, and like it won't get the marker.
yeah.
Grilled cheese.
I wish it was optional
Jeez.
though. So, like if draining wind was optional, that would be
That would
much
be
better.
that would be better.
Yeah, but you position yourself to make the figure work. I guess I just made a deck build around it, and that's why I had like more success because what I did was I just put the thing in the middle of the map and just let him get attacked with none of
Nothing
my
nearby, none of your figures. Okay.
nearby. Yeah, that's what I did. So it just made the enemies like you can pull them towards you, so you can get them all clumped up, and then just rush through the other side of the map.
Okay, so it's like a bait Pokemon, bait figure.
Yeah, it's like a wall. I don't know. It's really gimmicky and I don't know niche, I guess, and it's really hard to pull off. But when you do, it's really good. So I'd say B just because I think it's better than Hariyama, but it's not really good.
I can agree with B.
Okay, so final rating, chat and Discord chat. B. Bill, you say B too?
Why not?
Okay, chat. What are we thinking?
Why not?
Sure, you convinced me. Hype still thinks it's a C. I still think it's a C as well. Date still thinks it's a C.
Oh, so it's like a tie, dude.
It's a
We
tie
have to
so
sort
far.
this thing out.
Ooh, Fletcher says a B. Might be the tiebreaker right there. Kenny says B. Kenny actually says B. Okay. That's enough.
Like you
Hi,
said,
Kenna.
McKenna, I will make you a grilled cheese
what kind of cheese are you guys using?
after this stream. And you say hi to everybody else. Okay. I don't know what kind of cheese. Just, I don't know. And McKenna, you act like you would even let me make anything for. Let me tell you guys something. Anytime I'm in the kitchen, I'm like trying to cook. She's like, "Get out." She doesn't think I can cook. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You need to make her grilled cheese, dude.
Yeah, we have a solid like hour and a half to go probably. All right, next figure. Okay, hold up. Let me ask you guys this question right now. When the hell did Liepard have a dodge this big? Did it ever have a dodge? I swear it never had a dodge. Like it was always the 2 whites and then the assist. Did it really have a dodge this big? And 0 miss at level 5?
Yeah.
I never knew that. That's
I run
My
a
luck's been terrible. I've hatched 1,200 VP eggs and haven't gotten a shiny.
What the hell? Why does it make that noise? That's what happens when you try to shiny hunt.
This is why I do the den exploit.
I think this thing is a solid E. I don't think there's.
No, dude, this is a D.
Okay, dude, tell me how. Tell me how. Because of assist.
All right,
like, what does
so-
this do? Yeah, I'll let you speak. Tell me.
All right, so picture this, okay? This is a really nice, really cheesy deck where you put like 3 Lipers, okay?
Okay.
And then you do either Mega Guard or Celesteela in the bench, and then you rush with Lipard, and you get the assist. And the assist make your Celesteela roll rendezvous, and then you banish it. All right?
Okay, hold up, time out. Let me ask you, chat. Let me ask Discord chat the same question. Whose story is way more stretched? Mine with the Pupitar, Larvitar, and Titar, or this Liepard garbage? Dude, it's a 1-star purple.
Okay, so...
And, hold up. And once you do hit that, if you somehow attack something that has a white, the Pokemon on the bench has to randomly spin and get the roll that you want.
Yeah, and it's a random figure on the bench. So
Oh,
like you
you
would have
can't
to
pick?
be running 3 of something really specific. And it's like, why not just have that figure on the board spinning it itself?
Fair. That's
because you don't want to get rid of it.
That's a great
Mega
compelling
Guard
argument.
and Celesteela get rid
Well,
of it
with the
themselves,
Mega,
you know?
you would have to Mega and then use its ability to put it on the bench and then in the turn.
Okay, so I got this combo to work once. I evolved
Okay.
my Liepard with Oricorio, I don't know what style, and then I have 3 Finis on the bench, and then they rolled Ponywish, and I won the game. That's the only reason why I'm putting this on a B, because I have experience on this working, like 1 out of 100 times.
Okay. That's actually funny. That would have been. I dude, if I was your opponent, I would have lost my mind. Like that's actually funny
My life are real funny.
that happened.
That was so funny.
But right now, our Leopard goes in E tier unless there's somebody in chat besides Santi that thinks it belongs in a D tier. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I really wish something else had gotten assist. Like that would have been cool.
I really wanted to use assist. Like I wanted to make a video, and yes, Kenny, I do remember PokeFight. He put out a video, I think, with Leopard and the assist. But I really don't remember having a dodge. Like I really don't. But all right, enough of that. Let's move on.
It's a big ass dodge.
B barrel. Okay, so let's just talk about by barrel real quick. The only thing that it has going for this thing is it has all the moves you would use in the actual games. It has strength, serve, rock smash, and cut. That's what I like. That enough wants me to move it from an E to a D, but no, this thing belongs in E tier.
The slave.
Do we even have to talk about this?
No,
Didn't
it's
you use
an
it in a
E.
video once, Rico.
Not with this thing, I don't think.
I swear I saw someone. Maybe it was just like someone memeing in like the dual replays or something.
Yeah,
I
I
think that's what it was.
It
the
was.
first day that Beaverl was out, the replays on the
Yeah.
public thing was filled with Beaverls.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. I
No,
saw
McKenna.
someone win with a C move.
McKenna, you're not asking too much. You're just asking too soon. We'll put it that way. Fletcher, hear me out. I'm interested to hear. Okay, tell me more.
S tier.
It's Bibarrel. Case
It's
closed.
Beaverl.
It's No, but I was not on that hype train. Like a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, Bidoof, like it's the best thing ever," and I'm just like, "Dude, come on, let's not talk about that. Let's not make this a thing."
UX Bidoof.
No,
Yeah, it's too overdone.
Yeah, right.
Date, I like it. S tier slave TM. Facts. Yes. See, hype. I'm the same way. Wait, Fletcher. That's the only thing you wanted to say. I thought there was more. All right, ET. We're moving on. All right, let's see. We are on Chestnut. So Chestnut was one of the first EXs that I pulled when I first started this game. I thought it was pretty decent because the damage at the time, like, I mean, you had the DOA with 140, but other than that, or 130, right?
Didn't it used to be 80 though?
Oh, fair.
Yeah, it used to
You're
be.
right.
It got buffed. Yes.
You're actually right. Okay,
It got buffed and still trash.
so we have to think of this Chestnut. We just, have to think of Grass Sphere. I think this thing just. I want to say it belongs where Blastoise, but I think it goes below Blastoise
No.
because
No, it's
No.
it's
No.
below Blastoise, right? Like Blastoise, we
It's
have.
below Blastoise.
Where's
It's
Blastoise?
so bad.
Blastoise is a C tier, so you're comfortable putting this with the D tier, like with Haunter.
Yes.
I'm okay with doing that too.
Yeah. Because Spiky Shield is at least decent.
Yeah. Fletcher says C tier. Explain. Do you want me to be skin and bone? Kenna, you're fine.
I mean, at least Blastoise can Mega, right? This thing is just bad forever.
Date, I wanted Blastoise in a B tier, but then we got into this argument between B and C tiers and how we need more tiers.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. But all right, so this thing D tier, right?
Yep.
Chestnut. All right, next one. Ooh, Poliwhirl. This is gonna be an interesting one. I like it. So we have the spinning pattern, which is wrong in the tabletop simulator. It's different. Your opponent's spins are shifted 2 segments in a clockwise direction. This thing has water gun, so that means if you did X speed, the whole white is gold, right? Even though they're different damage value?
Yeah, because it's technically like one move.
One move. Yep, exactly. Okay, so the ability
that's what
alone
it
is decent. Hypnosis is pretty nice. Status, I want to put this thing in C.
I don't know, because it really depends on the figure it's battling. Well, I'm like fumbling over my words. But yeah, it really depends on what it's facing, because like some things don't really care about that at all.
Oh, dude, you know what I loved? I loved facing Poliwhirls when I had a Finny. It was 99% of the times funny-ish.
Yeah. That's kind of.
And actually, Poliwhirl was really like, what is one deck you guys remember as Pokemon Duel is ending? The cracked deck. What did they use? The Kartana.
Kartana.
What does Poliwhirl do to Kartana? Destroys it.
Maze,
Unless your name is
It
Rico.
was the
Unless your
yellow.
name is Rico, okay, and it hits the vacuum wave, and I hit Hypnosis twice.
I
Mad.
think it also did alright against Deoxys too, didn't it?
Did it go to dodge or did it go to the dimensional slip?
Let me check.
Apparently, I'm gonna
It would
die.
go to
guys.
dimensional slip.
Which is good because then it benches them.
Yeah, it benches itself.
Okay, I think. Let's see. Z move, water Z move can confuse them.
I think it's a solid C, dude.
I think
Like,
it's a C.
I think it's just as good as Blastoise.
Whoa. Hold up. K-Dub says B. Explain. Let's see. He says sleep and hard counter so many meta figures. Only downfall was banished for it. Looks at most of the top meta figures. Most get spanked by Poliwhirl. There was another one that. Who did I attack into? Was it Garchomp? What was it? No, he's right. There was a couple more metas that towards the end I wanted to use Poliwhirl. I just don't remember what it was.
The problem is that it's 2 segments. So it really depends on what kind of wheel he's facing. If you're against like any like really good opponent or at least, a decent opponent, it's gonna face Poliwhirl with a thing that's not, weak against. And there are some figures like again, Pony Wish. It's just so easy when you face a Poliwhirl. You can. It's a really hit and miss figure for me. That's why it's inconsistent.
Yeah.
Depends.
True.
I like C because it's good against some and then not really effective at all against others.
Yeah, I agree. I feel C. Although I don't think it's that. To me, when I ran it, I felt like it wasn't inconsistent because I swear I always hit Hypnosis. Even when there was times like I was like, oh, I'm gonna KO like this meta Dawn Wings or I don't remember what it was, but I was so happy and then it hits Hypnosis. And I'm like, dude, come on. But all right, I think C. Chat, do you guys disagree? Do you think it should be B? Do you think it should be D? If you have a good, compelling argument, let me know in the comments below. But right now, we're gonna put it in C.
To be honest, if Blastoise doesn't have like a Mega, I run this over Blastoise in a water deck.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easily. Yes. Okay. All right, let's move on. Luca, welcome. I didn't see you in chat. Lairon. Do we really need... I don't think we need to talk about this. E tier?
No.
Right?
No.
What?
E. It's E, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we don't need to talk about this. It's an E tier.
Yeah, we
Okay.
don't.
You said no like twice. Like you're like, no. It's a D tier minimum. I was like, whoa. Okay.
No, I meant it like, no, we don't have to talk about this.
Okay. Anybody else agree? I think everybody agrees here. Kenny says, I think B, just because it counters more figures than probably any other figures. And it held its place in the meta for a long... Okay, hold up. Poliwhirl was, I would say, meta-ish 2017. After that, though, when we saw Megas, when we saw Z moves, like... Oh, God, I'm about to die, guys.
Yeah, I guess it was good when no other figure was good.
Stream's about to end. We never saw it. We never saw it again after 2017. I tried to run it towards the end, and you're right. It did have some things that it did well against, but I don't know. I just don't know if I can put it with Dratini and Gumi and Giratina and Evolve. Stop. Okay. Lairon. Oh, God. Poliwhirl really died after 2017. A lot of the meta threats, his checks also died down.
Is Makena
That's fair.
threatening you with a knife?
Jesus Christ. She's like a cat. You know, like those cats that like get closer and closer every time you look away? That's what she's doing to me right now.
Hey, Rico, blink twice if you need help.
What? Do you want to say hi?
Holy shit.
Okay, then go away. You're going to hurt me. Don't. Okay, we're moving on. I might die.
Oh my god, no.
God, why can't I move over? Scruppy. Scruppy was actually fun to see early on in... Was it Scruppy? That cat's... Why did I think Scruppy was good? Oh yeah, any psychic type Pokemon that battles this will become confused. That's always been its ability, right?
Yeah. He came in the Dio like psychic meta. So it
One
was,
of the
like,
original
kind of-
counters, and I believe Listener was one of the first people to use it. Was that right?
I don't remember actually.
I think Listener, Kenny, let me know, but I think Listener ran this. Just because of that, just because of the impact of the Deoxys decks and what Screw Up you could do to it, I think that alone wants me to put it in D. And it does have the poison that can cause status. Other than that,
really goes against Reuniclus.
oh, and Reuniclus, right? True.
Yeah.
RX used it. Oh yeah, you're right. Listener did use Phantom. Okay, I'm good with D. Santi's D. Steven, Bill, where you at?
Yeah, D.
Solid D. Steven?
I think that's fine. I kind of want to say E, but I get the argument.
I mean, it has a really niche ability that counters like a lot of stuff that was in the meta back then. But yeah, I can see it being an E, but it's just so resilient. It has the huge protect. It is hard to kill, and
It
it
is
does
survivability.
Status, you know?
True. All right, Santi, say it. Say it.
It's a needed.
No. You say, I'm going to give you the D.
I'm gonna give you the biggest.
All right.
I'm gonna give you the biggest, dude.
Yeah, where's Luigi? I don't think he's in here more. All right. Let's move on. Onyx. Okay, Onyx here, 2-star, ground. Always got to figure that it's a ground, or factor that in it's a ground typing. Does have dig and rock slide. If the battle opponent or any opposing Pokemon adjacent to the battle opponent have weight, those Pokemon are knocked out. This battle opponent and opposing Pokemon adjacent to the battle opponent game. Hold on, wait a minute. If the battle opponent or any opposing adjacent to have weight. So interesting. So, like, you could use the Continental, was it Continental Crash or Crush? With Aerodactyl, right? They have 9 weight. And then what happens if you rock slide with X speed on Dawnwings, who has weight and hits Moongeist Beam?
Okay,
Does
that's
it
a
get
lot
KO'd?
of factors to count in. I'm not gonna lie, that's a really specific scenario.
Does it
where
knock him out?
Might be good.
Does it knock him out,
Yeah,
though?
I think so.
It does.
Yeah, I think so.
No, like, you could legitimately, like, I didn't. Onyx could kind of be a threat if you play it right.
Okay, so.
But still a D.
picture this.
Still a D.
Picture this. How many times have you seen an Onyx in a deck actually doing something besides getting metal coated?
Never. You're right. Never.
Yeah, right? I think it's an E.
An E? No. No.
You just have it for the metal coat. You don't have it for anything else.
But because of that, because it has the ability to have Metal Coat, to evolve into Steelix, which is a huge threat, and it's a ground typing, that's enough for me to put it in a D, I think. Whoa.
Okay, but for potential, like, if you call it like, yeah, sure. If you have it for the Steelix and the Mega Steelix and the evolution, all that, it's like a D or a C, you know?
Okay, hold up. It looks like the majority of the chat says D. I'm interested to hear what Steven and Bill has to say. But Tarvold here says it's a B. It's underrated. Dig and ground Z move evolution. Z move automatically buffs stuff up a tier, which I kind of agree with. But a B, bro? Like, this means you had it in the C tier, which is above what we all think it should be in, which is in the D tier. And because of the ability, the typing, you want to put it in a B? Blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
Get out of here, bro.
I think he's a C, at most a C, but I think at least
C,
appropriate.
C at the most. But all right, Steven, tell me something, bro. Tell me something.
I'm here.
What
you want me to say it? Okay.
Give me your thoughts on the Onyx.
I think either D or C, because it's an easy Evo for Steelix. Like, I guess that gives it points.
Exactly, the
Ground Z
potential.
move.
Yeah,
And
but
Rock
it's
Slide.
metal coated, right?
Yeah, Rock Slide is at least kind of it's pretty impactful because giving weight 3 is pretty good,
Yeah.
and potential KO for weight. So I think it's okay in C.
Okay. Now let me play devil's advocate. Let me go on Tarvold's offense here.
Counter Celebi.
We said true, it does counter Celebi. It's 2 MP. We said we use Aerodactyl for the Continental Crush, but Onyx can do it. Your Z move could be up. You can Continental with the Onyx, right? So you make the Dawn Wings gain weight. You get the evolution off, and then you
don't Evo on Continental Crush though.
Oh, true,
Yeah,
true.
you
No,
don't
no,
Evo.
you're right, you're right. I forgot. So it gains weight, then you X speed, then you get rid of Dawn Wings, then you get the evolution off, and then you just make a Steelix.
Why not just Tectonic Rage, Rico?
That's true. That's true.
And you know, Steelix has steel and ground C move, so I think it's just better.
Yeah, I mean Steelix. I feel like Steelix is an S tier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not the
We'll
rare
get
one.
there
Not
when
the
we
rare
get
one.
there. Okay, so final rating. I say. Did I say D? Yeah, I think D.
I say C.
Did I say C or did I say D? Let me hold up. Let me
You
look.
said D.
I
You were
did.
saying D.
Damn. No. I want to change it to C. So I say C. Chat looking like C. Steven says C. Santi
I
says
think C.
C.
I think C, just because it counters so much of the rush meta with the new Celebi, Marshallow and stuff.
All right. So we're putting Onyx
Low C, high D.
low C, high D. We're putting Onyx 2 tiers above Tyranitar. Damn, Pokemon Duel was a strange game. Man. Strange game, boys. All right.
Oh my god.
Gibble. Okay, so it's 1 MP. Had a weird ability, right? Raid. At the start of your
this is-
turn,
okay.
instead
this
of using
is
the
so
MP move, this Pokemon can route move to a point that is 3 steps away adjacent to an opponent's Pokemon. If it does, it must attack. It's got Scary Face. Ooh. Did it always have Scary Face? Double
Yeah.
Scary? I never knew that. So you
I
can.
don't think it always had it.
I didn't think it
I
did.
think it did.
It's easy evolution.
I have never seen another iteration of Evil where it doesn't have this scare face.
Okay, so let's consider all things. Scary Face, easy evolution. Ground typing, easy Z move evolution. Dragon typing, 1 MP, easy Dragon Sphere use. I want to say it's a D. Wait, yeah, I think it's a D. D from Fletcher. Date says a C. Hype says a C. So it looks like, wait, maybe that was the other one. So D. What do you guys think?
Wait, what? Okay, this question is gonna be the definition of what I choose. But
Okay.
if you use the ability, okay, can you C move or use plates before attacking?
I don't think so. I don't
So
know though.
it's
I don't know.
either
Though.
you use the ability
No, because
to
it's
attack
an
or use the
activatable
plate.
because it says before you use an MP move. So I'm pretty sure
Oh,
that you have to activate it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's an E, dude.
There we go with the E.
No. It's a D just because it's easy to evolve because it's ground.
Yep.
That's it.
And the Scary Face. I mean, granted, it's a 1-star purple, but all right. Looks like the chat says D. We say, Steven, do you think it's D or more or less?
I think D's okay.
D. Bill?
Yeah, D sounds good.
All right. Dude, I can just picture Bill right now. He's just chilling, laying on his couch, drinking a
some
beer,
popcorn.
and like,
Yeah, that's cool.
Bill is just chilling. I love it. Oh my God, we're only at 148. We have another 52 to go. All right. Pancham. We already talked about Pancham because we talked about the Pangoro. Pangoro was in D tier, was it? Or was it E tier?
I think it was D.
Pangoro.
It was D.
Yeah, it was D. And we easily said Pancham was C just
Better.
because of the arm thrust evolution. If this Pokemon spins arm thrust 3 or more times in battle, it may evolve. But also arm thrust, if it spins and hits it twice, it doesn't get knocked out. It does have the parting shot, which we discussed with the Pangoro. I think C. Do we really need to discuss any further?
I think it's a C just because it's great for the UC hole.
Yeah, it's cool, but not that cool.
Okay. Lucas
I
says
mean, I
B,
used
man.
the fighting deck with Scraggies in the UC hole, and it was pretty fucking good.
Ooh,
C for me.
that's a.
Yeah,
I like that,
it's a
Tarbo.
C for me.
C. All right. So I think C. The only person that says B is Luca, but he says B at max, so probably contingency, which we've stretched out before, but I think it belongs in C. Pancham.
It's amazing. It's amazing that Pancham is better than Pangoro.
Right? All right, we don't even need to talk about this. This thing just goes direct. I don't even know how to say it. Quilladin?
Quilladin.
I'll be back.
All right. Solid E tier. All right. Graveler with a 1 MP, rock and ground. We have to factor in the ground typing, rock or rollout. Spin it multiple times, right? Damage is multiplied by the number of times it hits rollout. You can run it with Heracross. Landslide. The battle opponent is knocked back. Wait, is knocked 1 step back and gains weight. Does he evolve after this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so then we can get into... But Golem was 1 MP, wasn't it? Yeah, Golem was 1 MP.
I mean, it's an A because Golem sucks.
God
Just
damn
does
it.
this.
I'm surprised Tarbold's not yelling at me. Oh, there he is. There it is. Graveler Shiny S tier. Listen, Tarbold. Just let it die, okay? Just let it die.
Dude, where's your Graveler? Shiny Graveler?
Let's not talk about
Where
it.
is it.
I'm still searching for it, apparently, okay?
Oh my god.
Easy E tier, right? It's E tiered.
Shiny never forget. Hashtag never forget.
Run into another one.
Oh, Date, you do make a compelling argument with the... Because it's a ground type, it's an easy evolution, but the fact that it's 1 MP and its evolution is also a 1 MP, also a pure white will, not enough for me, man.
So it's a ground type where the evolution is easy, but the evolution is
It's
also
trash.
really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that enough is not enough to make it go into E. But it looks like there are a couple people that say it is D. If the majority of you guys say D, I wouldn't gladly.
No. Chat, stop.
Oh, just kidding. I guess we're keeping it in E. The only way I ever move a Graveler from an E tier to a D tier is when I actually bring myself to catch a shiny Graveler, which will be never. Moving on.
Hashtag never forget.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We just had Graveler easy E tier. There was an argument that they wanted to go to D tier just because of the typing, because it's a ground and easy evolution. But me and Santi just basically told him it's 1 MP, Golem's 1 MP. It's a pure white will, not enough. We kept it in E. All right, moving forward, we have Coughing. Not even really going to talk about it, even though it does have Sludge and Smog, which can cause status. That kind of makes me want to put it into a D tier, but if we're putting other things in E tiers, this thing belongs in E tier.
Yeah.
I was wrong yesterday when we were talking about wheezing. I said Sludge Bomb was unique to it.
Oh, the only one? Yeah. Who else has it?
Yeah. Two other things have it at least.
Who?
Did you actually went and search it up?
No, because someone in chat mentioned that Salazzle or Salandit had it,
yeah.
and then also Marini.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
Salandit
poison
was
your
like
own mons?
like a poison bomb.
Date. So, okay, Date, tell me where you'd put Coughing. You could poison your own mons, but what's the benefit of poisoning your own mons? I mean, maybe Machamp who has guts, but you're still doing -20 on top of the +50, so you're only doing 30. What benefit do you have for pointing your own mons? I'm leaving it in E.
Yeah.
Unless someone can convince me otherwise. But all right, let's move on. Ooh, interesting. So Ghastly here is going to be kind of interesting, primarily because it's 3 MP, and it cannot be surrounded because of the gaseous form. It can move through figures, and it also has Destiny Bond. So it's kind of like a suicide figure. Can win if the goal is surrounded. That enough for me? Yeah, I would say high D, like a high D. I don't think I'd go to C here. I don't know, maybe with the ability, but then again, you can't surround anything, and people. It was cheesy when people didn't know what Ghastly could do, but most people knew what it could do. Like, people are gonna rush with a deal speed, and they're gonna put Ghastly right behind it and do the swap. You know what I mean? So I think D.
They have autonomous with it too.
You can't even evolve from the Destiny Bond, so it's just
True.
not good.
Yep.
I think it's a D, dude. Like, it's a really good rusher, but there are really better ones that, and the fact that it cannot be surrounded is just gimmicky and niche.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work all the time. But
I thought you did evolve from Destiny Bond because it does KO.
I don't think you can. I think we tried it. Like, I remember I mentioned it like in a video, and you guys were like, no, that can't happen. And then I went and like tested it, like in the training or whatever, and it didn't work.
No, you can't evolve from Destiny Bond.
Okay.
All right, so I say like high D. Santi says D.
Yeah.
Steven, Bill, what do you think?
D.
Steven?
Probably a D.
D. Okay. Chat
It's
says
gimmicky, but not that great.
It's just too fragile to me, I think. The miss is so big and the Adonish is 20. I mean,
true. But Tarvold, interesting. C plus. Gassy was the original Gothitelle support. I did not know that. And you're right. Like if Gassy was on my entry point, I have no choice but to cover up because I know what Gassy can do. So I'd have to cover my goal. And I wouldn't feel too safe attacking into Gassy because I don't want to hit the Destiny Bond. I mean, unless I have like Lunala or something, but
yeah, just hit him with a purple.
yeah, I don't think that's enough to
like-
warrant to go from a D to a C. So I think D's good.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so the majority says D. Tarvold, he won so many games. Ghastly and Gothitelle running another Ghastly full evolution game.
Did you actually manage to fully evolve your Ghastly?
Ghastly, Indy, next. Are we finally at 50? Oh no, we're at 154. Okay, Hoot. Insomnia, Hypnosis, are E tier, right? Like, I mean, 2-star Actually, where do we have Polywag?
Poliwag should be an E, dude.
D.
I think I put Polywag in D because of the 3MP. So McKenna brought down
McKenna.
some grilled cheese. Marinara.
Five.
I think E tier could be a D just because of Hypnosis. What do you guys think?
I think if you put Poliwag in the D, then just throw it in D, but I don't think it's a D. I think it's an E.
All right, hold on. Let me find Poliwag, actually. If you guys can find Poliwag, let me know. Let's see. Shit, I mean, if we have Zubat in D, right?
Yeah, Poliwag's in D. It's the first line, dude. Besides Duel and Emolga. It's
Alright.
like the 7th one.
Hoot goes in D. Anybody disagree? Well, it looks like a lot of people are saying E. Tarvel says F. Poliwag. Oh, you're right. Poliwag has 3MP. That's fair. Because it's 2MP, I think E is good.
Yeah, just put it in E, dude. And
Hoot
change
hot?
Subat and Poliwag to D. I mean to E.
He should be E, but like you were saying, does one little ability pull him out of E? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Me neither.
All right. Metapod. Okay, let's maybe talk about it for a second. His Metamorphosis ability. If this Pokemon is not knocked out in battle, it can evolve. If it had like the same as like Magikarp and Feebas, maybe it could be viable. Harden was kind of interesting. If the battle opponent spends an attack of 100 damage or less, this Pokemon is not knocked out. While this Pokemon is on the field, the attacks of this Pokemon other than Harden deal +10 damage.
Your boy got 0 MP though.
Yeah, so I actually used Butterfree and Metapod in a deck, in a non-ironic like joke deck, because Butterfree is really good at status and stuff, and you can evolve Metapod in like 2 turns just by Air Balloon into the middle and then Focus Sash into anything that kind of kills it, but Focus Sash, it's OP.
Wait,
And then you can evolve it, and since it's evolved, it has this second ability.
what did you say after Air Balloon?
Air Balloon and then Focus Sash.
Focus Sash.
Yeah. If you Focus Sash a Mon, in the next battle, it doesn't get knocked out. It's a play.
I was gonna say.
Focus Band. Yeah.
I was like, I mean,
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't remember Focus Sash in Pokemon Duel,
Yeah,
but
Focus Band. My
Focus
bad, my
Band.
bad.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
Okay, that's fair. But is that enough for you to move it from E to a D?
No. So,
Okay.
but it's really fun to use.
Okay. Solid E, right, boys? Metapod. Oops.
Serum P is so bad. Serum P is not existing. Dude.
Yeah, it's
You
terrible.
can't move it.
It's terrible. Okay, we are moving on. Shelgon, that's not even. That's just an E.
No.
It's
E,
it's worse
right away.
than it's worse than Bagon.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes, it is. I actually
It
remember
is, dude.
using this one time, like when I first had the game, and I was like, "Come on, hit the flamethrower! It's 90, like please."
I actually used this on the first Dragon Gym.
You did?
I used like 2 shell guns. Yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. Conceal. If the battle opponent's attack is 100 damage or below, this Pokemon cannot be knocked out. Imagine if it was like 150 or below, and you had Dragon Sphere with this thing. No, I guess it wouldn't really do anything. I mean, it's just
Still
it's just a,
trash, dude.
yeah, it's just a wall, I guess. Yeah. Never mind. All right, Shelgon, you trash. Let's it is not Pikachu tier. Shut up, Tarbold. Okay. Yeah, and because it's dragon typing, what are you gonna do? Dragon Z move and do nothing with it? Because that was such a terrible.
Yeah, it's so
Z
hard
move.
to evolve.
All right, here's your Tentacle. We talked about Tentacle. The Form Herd, the 3 Pokemon limit does not apply to this Pokemon. Tentacle Barrage. What did this do? This moves damage is boosted. Oh yeah, by the number of Pokemon on the field that knows the moves that cause poison or toxic status effects. Wait, moves that cause poison or toxic status effects plus 10. If this Pokemon faints, the battle opponent will become poisoned. So 2 ways of poisoning. If you have 6 of these, what did it hit for? Like 120 or something like that?
100. 100 if you have every single tentacle on the board.
Okay. So back in the day, we called this squad the Goons. Is it D tier then, right?
I think it's the same as Voltorb, but just a little worse because it
Ooh.
only worked in the UC hall. Voltorb, at least you could use it like in League, to have some success.
Okay, Voltorb we put in the
Decent
C
people.
tier, but yeah, I think it's worse than
Yeah, it's a
Voltorb.
D.
It's 2 MP. It's
It's a
definitely
D.
D. Are there any other thoughts or arguments
It's a
that want to
it's
move
a
it to a
3
C?
MP.
No, there's no way this thing goes to a C.
It's a 3 MP with Aquasphere.
Oh, that's true. True. Bill, Steven, do you guys think it's good in D, or do you think it should be E?
D's fine.
D.
Yeah, D is fine. It's just really
Just
fun.
Do the stupid 6 of them for fun.
Dude, those are. I remember how frustrated I was like early when you would see this deck and you knew what it could do, and you didn't have any counters for it. You're just like, oh my god, am I really gonna lose to Tentacool? All right, let's move
it's
on. We are on to Pichu. Here's my question: why does this thing have a dodge? Like, why? A 4 dodge it for that.
I mean, I guess that's what you lose if it gets status, so it's not all miss.
Right? Open
mean,
circuit.
just
Any water
by-
Pokemon that battles this Pokemon will become paralyzed. I mean, it is a runner. It's niche, but it's not enough to move to a D tier. It's easily an
It's
E
a
tier.
tier.
It's not a Pikachu tier. It's not a Rico tier either. Get out of here. D tier. You spelled my name wrong. It's a capital K. Okay.
F's in the chat, boys. It's an F.
All right, Pichu. He's so cute though. All right. We 160 Monferno. The only thing that was good here was the mid-air strike, right? If the battle opponent is knocked out, this Pokemon moves. Oh no, it's 1 step back. I thought it was the same as the Infernape. So easy E tier, right? There's nobody
Yeah.
arguing this. Okay.
Yeah, he's for 120 with the C move. It's not even good.
Monferno. Pika-Pal tier? Get out of here, Tarvold. You missed the Pika-Pals. Grotto, Bill's talking about Grotto, does have the Cornerstone ability. Okay, so your Pokemon can move over this Pokemon when using an MP move. But this Pokemon has 2 MP rather than 1 MP like the Torterra. Bite, Tackle, Withdrawal can survive, but it's still E tier, right?
Yeah, it just doesn't bring anything to the table. And it's hard to evolve because, again, the C move hits for 100.
I mean, I guess
All right.
you could like Grass Sphere and put it on your entry. I don't know. Yeah, I would say E tier. No way it's an E tier? Hold on, wait. One of the best. Okay, explain yourself, Tarvold. Explain yourself. Like the ability is still an E tier. Oh, he says he likes the ability. It's still an E tier. All right, Tarvold, let me hear it. Tarvold says D.
Rico, I give you the option. I give you the option of either a rash 6 IV Dreepy or a gentle one.
He has to be at least.
I don't really. I don't want any. It doesn't matter. I don't want any of those abilities or natures on it. I'll change it to something else with a mint.
All right. Yeah, I just hatched another 6 IV one. That's what I was asking.
Nice.
You can protect your corners with this guy.
Wait, did Tarvold say why? Okay, it's the only 2 MP squared. Okay, back to squared.
It's a square support.
It's the only 2 MP squared support entry holder. Grassbeard, nice blue, wind Carmenite. Liz is at level 10, sheep to Carm. All right. If there's any other experts out there that run the square deck that think this thing belongs in D tier, let me know. Otherwise, it goes in E.
You use like 1,000 more Pokemons than this in a square decks. Like
He's in the D with Lorantis.
Dude, that's Tarvold did a lot of testing with the square deck. I like that. I think that's really cool. But this thing belongs in the E tier.
yeah.
Next, War Turtle again, another E tier. It doesn't do anything. It can hit Rapid Spin multiple times, but the likelihood of that happening, not happening.
It's really good in the water gym because the Rapid Spin spins for 40.
True.
So you can get like 3 spins and you hit 120.
All right, War Turtle, I think easy E. Is there anybody else that disagrees?
Nope.
Tarvel said unso. Oh, hype. When we get to Matang, you're going to go S tier, huh? S+. Are we even close to Matang? Oh, okay. Rare Gyarados here. Does get the speed booster, so he's +1. Really easy to evolve. Problem here is just the Hyper Beam was definitely the downfall of it. And the Storm was actually pretty nice, but it's a 2-star purple. I'm comfortable. But then you can have what was the the plate that you run with this thing to make it move through figures? No. Wing Sphere? Wing Sphere.
Yeah.
Has the potential to go into the Mega, like because of all of the possibilities. Still, I think it's like a high D, maybe low C. I don't know. Maybe
it's a C.
Maybe
I think
C.
It's a C
yeah.
just because the Storm, it's a 2-star and it's really good. The Hyper Beam kind of sucks, and it's really, really, really bad if it's your opponent's turn because it can just throw stuff at you and just wait until you don't roll Hyper Beam. I don't know. It's really, really hard to make a case for it because it hits for 120 and has a 2-star Storm. But then again, the 2-star Storm is really good if you're fighting in corners.
You're right. Yeah, that's true. I'm comfortable putting in C. Looks like the majority of people says Gary gets a C. Most people say C. So, Steven, were you saying something about the Gyarados?
No, I think it's a C too.
C, Bill?
C.
C it is. All right. We have to make sure we go Gyarados rare. And Tarvold again. Saying it's a D. All right. Genesect? What? We're on a Frogadier.
No. Tarvold said therefore major Genesect and force remove bait just because the Magikarp gets vanished by it.
Therefore major Genesect and force remove bait. That's true. I do remember using Genesect in the water gym.
Yeah, I remember that.
I do remember that. That's funny. All right. Frogadier. Oh, we don't even really need to talk about this, right? Well, I mean, it does have a 2-star Toxic Spikes, which, what does it do? The battle opponent becomes poisoned. This Pokemon retreats back 1 step. Based off the first criteria, like, yeah, I think it goes from an E to a D, but as we progress today, I don't know. Actually, it is survivable, has survivability. I might be inclined to put it in D. I'm not sure, though. I need some help convincing. If not, then I think it goes in E. So what do you guys think?
Such a hard evolution. That's the main thing, right?
That's fair.
Okay, it has like a ton of survivability, but it doesn't bring anything else. Just not dying is not enough to put in D, in my opinion.
I mean, it could, like, hypothetically, it could deal with Celebi. Could land the toxic spikes, minus 20 damage, and then water gun into Grass Knot. Could get
Yeah,
an
but
evolution.
Grass Knot is 50 damage,
Not,
right?
it'll be minus 20 after it's poisoned.
Alright, so you need to attack twice a Celebi to destroy
Right.
it.
No,
Okay.
I'm saying, yeah, I'm just making the case. But so what were you thinking? What tier?
Wait, so if you level it up, what does the mist that goes away is the 8 or the 4?
It's the 8.
The 8,
'cause
I
it's
believe.
the top of the list.
Yeah.
Oh, then it sucks.
So what
It's
what tier are
an
you thinking? E? Steven?
Probably E.
E?
Because
Bill?
like even if you evolve it, like Greninja,
Yeah.
Greninja's fine without the evolution because it doesn't have purple. It
True.
doesn't make much difference.
Okay, and it looks like the majority of the chat says E. All right, so Luca, the reason why I use Genesect in the water gym, because when the water gym happened, a lot of people were using not Gyarados, but Magikarps and the Feebas. So all you had to do was just attack with the Genesect and use the plate.
I remember that actually.
Yeah, so you got a few quick banishes right away. Hey, you guys need to go inside.
Yeah, it was so funny when you banish a Magikarp or a Phoebus in the first turn, and then the opponents instantly forfeit.
They just quit, right?
Yeah, they just rage quit. It was so funny.
Yo, applesauce. What's the word on the fan-made versions? Tabletop Simulator was supposed to be slated for the end of March. That has been prolonged. The other one that looks like Showdown, I talked to the guy. He's not being very responsive. Like, he sent me one message back, and then I asked him if he can give us any more information or if he needs any help. Haven't heard from him. So the last thing I want to do is tell you guys one thing and then have you waiting forever. So as soon as I hear more, I will immediately tell you guys.
Because the game died. Remember?
It would be nice. Just think about it, boys. Pokemon Go. How many active Pokemon Go players are there? Probably a lot. But with what's going on in the world, they're probably inside now. And if they're inside now, not playing Pokemon Go, if Pokemon Duel was a global launch, we would probably see an incline in players in Pokemon Duel. But that's, hindsight's 2020.
With the quarantine, my whole WoW guild is raiding right now. We have like 50 people. Everyone's playing.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Prinplup, we don't even really talk about it, right? Well, I mean, it does have the diving entry. I didn't know it had the diving entry ability.
Wait a minute. It went from 164 to 166.
Who do we miss?
No one. I'm pretty sure some spaces are still blank in the list.
Whoa.
Oh my God,
Did you guys
it's
see
cool.
that?
It must be Duck Trio. Right?
Yo, look at the Prinplup. Look at the Prinplup. This is the second time. What is going on here?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that looks really cool, actually.
It's like the shiny look better.
Shiny Prinplup, let's go. Hold up. If I go back. Yeah, they legitimately. Hello. This game has been out for 3 years. Okay. The UI was god awful. Never got better. And in the library, the last thing they could do, well, there's a handful of things they could have done when they were ending the game. But the fact that we have some missing numbers, what is this garbage?
Yeah,
Probably people.
it shows up.
Somebody,
It shows up if you have it listed not in ID. If you have it like listed by rarity or something, I'm pretty sure it shows up. Because I guess it's just like an unused figure that wasn't finished.
wait, so they don't have a figure for 165? Like,
No, there's nothing for it.
yo, somebody,
Oh yeah, there's no 151 and no 157.
what kind of garbage is this? We need to.
I mean, we do have like missing evolutions and missing,
True, but like this is like an index. This is a library that's numbered. How do you miss 165?
We missed like a ton of numbers.
This is embarrassing.
I guess
Oh, okay.
Whoever was working on 165 just got fired or something. So
All right,
He's
let's
not
talk
coming back.
about Swellow. Now, I try to make Swellow work at one point. Swellow here has 0 miss at level 5. It does have the Guts ability, so plus 50 damage. If you did Milotic, you confused it. This thing hits for 100. If you've got 3 Swablues, this thing essentially hits for what, 130? Or they're going to get minus 10 times 30, right? Is it 130? For the aerial ace, quick attack hits for 50, or it could be above 50 to 80. You can XP this thing a pure gold will. You do have fly. It's not fly away. It's fly, so you move 1 to 2 steps away. Could be decent if you set it up. I tried it. Didn't work. Because you guys know my rule. How I made videos is like I would come up with a concept. I would play it, and if I played the bug bot twice, I retired. I was like, nope. Back to the drawing board, or I just got frustrated and threw my phone or whatever. I don't know. So, but because of the things that I factored in, that's enough for me to move it into D tier. Possibly low C tier, but I'm comfortable with the D tier. What do you guys think?
I think it's an E.
Ooh, okay. You think it's an E? Why?
Because, okay, so it does nothing. Like, literally nothing.
I just told this man what it can do.
Yeah, it's okay. So I have seen like your videos trying to make stuff work, but it's just nothing, dude. What's here that's better than anything else?
Hear me out. Fly 3-star purple and quick attack gold is enough to move from an E to a D at 2 MP.
It just makes the wheel more inconsistent. If you if you paralyze it and you burn it or whatever, then you lose like you get a huge miss.
I would confuse it.
Okay, what if you're not the one making the statuses? What if you're fighting like Honduras and stuff? Then okay, you got 50 damage, but you got 50 damage on a white attack that does 100 and a fly.
Swablu.
Alright, so you want to make something work in a mediocre deck.
I do that all the time, right?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Alright, I heard enough. So you think E, I think D. Bill? Steven, what are we thinking?
We're going to have to go with the D. It's a little bit better than D. Because, the E has, like, all crappy moves. At least this guy can fly. At least he has
some... Okay. Steven?
At least he has something.
Yeah, that's the same reason I would say a D as well. Just because you can use it in some deck.
Alright.
Ha, Santi. Let me give you the D.
Oh, damn. The tables have turned.
Oh, hell, the tables have turned. All right, let's see. Chat. I did, McKenna. Damn. Basically, you're building around. Yeah. All right. So, looks like we're going to go with D. Swellow. All right. Next, we have... Ooh, interesting. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. We have EX Swampert. Ground typing and water. Mud coating when this Pokemon is on the field. If there are 3 or more water type Pokemon on the field, your ground type Pokemon with 1 MP or lower get plus 1 MP. Tractor, which was the opposite of Typhoon Slash, right? You move back. Hammer Arm, you gain weight, but it's 150. And then Ice Punch for status. We know when you put 3 of these on, or water decks, it goes, what? You get 3 MP. And then once you get your 3 MP, you can go into the Mega Evolution and also go 3 MP and also can move under figures.
It's only ever 2.
Or ever 2. 2. I remember I got destroyed.
No, I think if you have a Swampert and a Mega Swampert, it stacks to 3.
Yeah, because Swampert, once one ability activates, then it counts as an MP2, so it doesn't get another buff on top of that.
I think I have seen Mega Swamperts going to 3 MP.
Maybe the Mega can.
No, yeah, the Mega can, yes. He's saying that the regular Swampert. Okay. The biggest thing here is the miss. Obviously, 1MP wasn't really that big of a deal because of what deck you used it in. But if things got KO'd, then like if the match was prolonged, you're stuck with a 1MP Swampert. Damn, I don't know if I want to put it in A tier because of possibilities or in just B tier. What are your guys' thoughts?
I would say that it's a B tier, just because the figure by itself it's not really that good. You only like really have it for tractor beam or tractor whatever
Tractor, yeah.
to move the thing, and the whole deck around this Pokemon it's not really good, but it's usable and it's kind of fun to play. So I would put it in a B just because it has like a build around it,
Yeah.
but it's not really that good.
Right. Okay, Steven?
Yeah, I think it's a B, just because like it has a lot of good points with the Z move. Its mega is pretty decent, but it has a lot of trouble with a lot of the things that would be an A or S, just because it loses to purple, it loses to Z moves.
True. Yep.
Simut bait, yeah.
Bill?
Simut power, fodder.
I don't know. I'm gonna put him in the A because I don't know. He's got a pretty good wheel, and then he's got some cool abilities. So.
Dude,
How much is the miss at level 10?
at level 10?
Yeah. If you maxed it out.
4?
And a big
4?
tractor, you know,
Yeah.
if you max him out.
Okay, so Bill says
Yeah.
A. A lot of the chat says A as well.
I think B
Yeah,
is
I
right.
can't really, I don't really want to disagree with A either.
Okay.
I just don't think it's A material, you know?
Me too.
Okay.
For the reasons that Steven mentioned, the Zemu fodder essentially.
Yeah, it's just that I know it's strong, but like if you only had one Swampert, like if you're a new player and you're like, oh, I can get one figure,
Oh yeah.
you're not gonna get Swampert because it doesn't do anything on its own.
Yeah, you need the 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think it's B. And then let's look at this real quick. So, I mean, obviously this is all subject to change, but if we're sticking it with Metagross, does the Swampert struggle against Rayquaza? In terms of damage, yes. Fly for mobility, yes. Tractor, yes. If you're running, who is it? Garchomp that makes the blues disappear? What dragon makes blues disappear? Or Mega Ray, right?
Mega Ray and Mega
Yeah,
Garchomp.
Mega Ray.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
doesn't
Mega
play in
Garchomp
that
does,
category.
yeah.
Does it struggle against Venusaur? Venusaur does 150 damage, right? Venusaur can put it to sleep, but then it can tractor, so he can also do tractor. Ice Beam status him, but Venusaur can poison. I think it's like interchangeable between these two.
Looking at this list again, I would say it fits more in the B. But
I think more B.
compare them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, chat, Discord chat, and Twitch chat. Last final rating. I say B. Boys of the board, what do you say?
B.
B. Steven?
I still want to say B.
B. Okay, so we have unanimous B from our side. Tarvold says A+. Luca says an easy A. Hype says an A. Fletcher and Date say B. Tarvold, what's the easy or the A+? Mud Energy Swamps with Original Pulse? Or Lively Dance? Balloon Dance? Was it? Dude, Tarvold, that's way too much thinking for me. What? Explain that.
That's the... So... I think that's the deck where you go 3 Swamperts into the Mega, and then you get
Origin Pulse.
Fini, Primal Kyogre, and what's the name of the Primarina pre-evolution?
Popplio.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, and you get those.
That's
like a...
This one is it might be our most controversial one, possibly. But it looks like the majority is B, barely.
I think the ones that say A are the ones that actually use the deck, the triple Swampert deck,
Right.
because it's not
feel
really
like
that bad.
And I didn't really have that much experience with it. Like I only played it with enough to make a video, but after that I was just like, I'm done with it.
I actually maxed out 2 Swamperts to take the deck for a spin, and I went like 50-50 on it. So it's not really good, but it's not really that bad. So it's a B for me just because my experience, but you know.
Okay. All right, we'll move on. When we revisit this, we might have more compelling arguments to go from B to A. I mean, there is the ground typing. Like that's you have to factor in what figures you're using with ground, and we all know what the ground Z move does. So I mean, I don't know. I'm like kind of torn. I'm kind of either or. All right. Flaffy. So the good thing about the Flaffy was the electric fur. If this Pokemon is not affected by a special condition, all the blue attacks. So yeah, Swampert, we're looking at you. Blue attacks of just kidding, of non-ground type battle. So this Pokemon becomes never mind. This Pokemon cannot be paralyzed. So I do like the ability to make the blue disappear if it's not a ground type, and the fact the entire will basically paralyzes you. It's kind of like a suicide Pokemon, but then again, kind of like an easy evolution if you're attacking into Tapu Koko.
Mawile.
Well, maybe not Tapu Koko, but not even. Yeah, Mawile, I guess.
Or Finny.
I think it's a D tier. I don't think anything.
Yeah, I think it's a solid D tier.
D.
Yeah.
D unanimous around the board. All right.
Yeah.
Give the D to Fluffy.
Flaffy. Oh, it's 2 A's. Flaffy. All right. Maybe. Oh God. Hey, look, it's a shiny Greninja. Why have we found so many shiny Pokemon tonight, guys? Guess what? I'm still
They
not
all
gonna
have
catch
the same
them.
colors.
Yo, this Greninja looks pretty dope. But okay, dude, do I really even want to talk about this trash of a figure? Like, I'm so upset that this Greninja is not good. All right, so we got Water Shuriken. I'm pretty sure Greninja got buffed twice. Didn't it get buffed twice? We know what Water Shuriken does. It's
I think
gold. If it makes the opponent spin behind them. If they land purple, they get knocked out as well. Even this thing at level 10, it still has an 8 miss, right? Or a 4 miss.
That's a 4 miss.
Yeah, it has a 4 miss. Even at level 10, it rarely ever hit Water Shuriken. Hydro Pump should... Well, I mean, it is a runner, so... Oh, this is sad. Like, where does this belong? In B tier?
This belongs in a Heracross deck.
Oh, true. Heracross decks. Totally forgot about that. Z-move fodder, though. Well, I mean, we do have the Water Shuriken spinner. I need to hear more from the panel and the chat. Boys, what do you got?
Okay, I think it's a B tier.
Okay.
I think it's a B just because it's not great on its own, and it just doesn't belong in any water deck. It belongs in spinner decks, and spinner decks are not that good. You need to have like all the Heracross in play, and if you lose one, then you lose like a chunk of damage. You only have it really for the gold attack, and dodge is just way too big, dude. Like my Greninja just always rolls dodge.
Yeah, it pisses me off. I agree. Steven.
I think it's pretty good. I don't think, I can't recall, other than like Marshadow, this is like one of the few runners that has a decent sized gold. So like that's a pretty good like standout trait for it.
Definitely something to consider. Yes.
So I think B is okay for Greninja.
Bill.
Yeah, I agree with the B. It's like he has potential, but he never reached it. I feel so he almost could have been C, but a good,
Okay. So looks like a lot of people in the chat are saying it goes well with Heracross. B. A lot of people say B. Here's my argument. We just put Swampert in B tier. All right. And only in B tier with the correct deck. But like I would run Greninja in way more decks than I would run Swampert. It's also a runner. Like Steven said, it's one of the runners that does have the largest gold. If you run it with like Wash Rotom, you're able to move through figures. It gives Dawn Wings kind of some trouble. And I mean, towards the end of the meta, when it was super purple heavy, this thing could take out 2 figures at a time.
Yeah, but Swampert is better than Greninja. I mean, Turbo said it in chat, like, Swamp's better than Greninja, and the only reason I'm saying B tier and not C tier is because it has 3 MP. Like, it's a really good runner, but it really can't move over fears. Just, you're never using the 3 MP to the fullest, you know?
Okay, we'll stick Greninja in the B tier. Luca wants me to move Swampert into A tier. I don't know. I don't know if I can right now. All right, we are say goodbye to the shiny Greninja. We're at 170. Is this next one going to be like 184 or something? Let's see. 171. All right. Electivire. Electivire did get a buff. What did it hit for? Like 90 before? Like something low.
I think 80.
Yeah, it was below 100 for sure.
I think 80 if you full evolved it.
Well,
All right.
I don't know why I thought it was 60, but I know it was really low.
It was low. Yeah.
It was really... Yo, I think it was 60.
I thought it was...
I'm pretty sure it was, actually.
It was something stupid.
I think it was 60. Oh,
All right.
It was so little.
This Pokemon... So it has the grounding ability. This Pokemon cannot be paralyzed. Electric Blast, the battle opponent, and all Pokemon connected to it become paralyzed. Cheesy. I forgot I used this in a video to do something. I don't remember what it was. And then Thunder Punch. If it's knocked out, they're paralyzed.
Yeah.
This is strange that I want to throw this EX Electivire in the D tier. Easy B?
Yeah.
B?
I don't think it's as good as anything that's in C tier, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's an E, dude.
Dude, I think it's an E, dude. That's a classic quote of the night. I like it. Okay, hold up. Let's revisit here because we get B, we got C. I think D. Wait, Santi, are you solid? Are you sure on the E? Or are you saying
No, it's a D, dude.
D?
It's a D.
It's a D. Okay. So we have
I wanna
easy
put an
B
EX.
from Luca, B from Fletcher. Tarvold says B minus. If you say B minus, I'm just gonna round down to a C. Hype says a C, so I'm interested in Luca and Fletcher. Yeah, give me the scenarios of an easy B. Coco? This thing just hits for 160.
There's so many better paralyzers.
I guess
in the game.
you
there's
could make a
no
compelling argument
competition.
if this thing
A lot of miss.
if Coco was early on in Pokemon Duel and you were running X speeds. But so what we have, I think what Steven was actually alluding to as well, we looked at everything in the C tier and like I don't think I would run it over these things. Like
I would run
maybe
Trico
Shandshrew.
into the Sceptile instead of Electivire.
I would run 100% Trico with a full grass support. Heracross with the ability to Mega. Meowth for the win. I can't remember why we put Skarmory here. Probably because it's a fly.
Why is Trico in there, dude?
Trico is in here because of his ability to come off the
Come off
bench,
of the-
even if the entry points were taken, and X speed. So we do a lot of like in the hundreds and easy evolution.
Wait, Pinsir C? What?
Who?
Pinsir?
Pinsir we put in here. Oh, these are rare. I forgot.
Why?
I don't.
You
listen.
realize there's an EX version, right? That
I
it's
know.
like-
I know. That's probably why we put it in the C tier because there is an EX version where it would have to be. I mean, where would you put it in the D tier?
Yeah, and the E,
This
dude.
Pinsir had in the E, dude. It has guillotine and it hits for like
Yeah,
120,
130,
and it has a
yeah.
mega evolution.
The Mega? Alright, I guess the Mega might put it in the D.
All right, okay, hold on. Let's focus on the Electivire here. So, final rating. I am gonna go with damn. Maybe yeah. I think I kind of want to
No.
go C.
No, you're you're reading chat and you're seeing all the figures that Luca it's saying, but that's like the whole deck. Like, alright, you get Thunders, Coco, Ampharos, then
What's up,
you
Queen?
get like Maynatrig and stuff. Yeah, sure, that's a good deck. That's a good deck by itself, not because of Electivire.
Oh, fair. I didn't think of it like that. All right, so boys of the border, you're all on agreement with D?
Yeah.
D. All right, so We have 3 Ds. We have a B. We have 2 Cs. Tarvel, what's your final, Tarvel? B minus? Hold up.
Hey, how's it going, Queen?
B minus for the Electroblast? Oh yeah, that's true. All Pokemon connected to it become paralyzed. That's not enough for a B tier though.
Yeah.
That alone, actually, but then again, it's a 2-star. It's a 2-star purple. A lot of people had 2-star purple, so it was kind of hard to. I don't know. I think there's a lot that you have to do here. I'm kind of torn. I would say high D, low C, which essentially is like, where do I go there? I think the majority. It looks like the majority has C, so we'll just stick it there for now. All right.
I think it's an EX. It's so sad to put an EX down in D tier, you know?
Ooh, so, okay, this is going to be interesting now. We have Electivire in the C tier. Where are you going to put Rhydon? 1 MP, but it does have Reckless Charge. We're going to move 2 steps in a straight line. It is the ground typing. Does have Horn Drill, which is like Guillotine. It just knocks you out. And then Stomp. Because of its utility with the Reckless Charge. Because it is a ground type. Because it can evolve into this threat of a Rhyperior, I would stick him with Electivire in C tier.
I think so, yeah. I think it's a C because Rhyperior is so good and the evolution is so easy with the either Horn Drill or the C move. Even an X speed is really good on it.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I think it's a solid C.
Bill, Steven?
It might be even a B.
Could move up to a B, honestly, because of the whole Rhyperior thing. Like,
yeah.
It might be a B tier.
Yeah, just
no, but
We can barely hear you, Bill.
my bad. Nothing. Yeah, it's another one that has a lot of potential.
What's your opinion,
Easy
Steven?
evolution. Yeah, we're gonna stick with the C though, because it's evolution. You know, what are we gonna say? A, I don't know. We'll see.
Join the
I like it
Discord.
in C more.
You like it in C more than B?
Yeah.
yeah, I like it in C more. I mean, you can make the argument because it hits for 100, so it counters like a lot of stuff, like Celebi's and Muse.
Ooh, true.
But the Rhyperior is just so good that it just overshadows Rhydon. Like, if you're putting Rhydon on the B tier, you need to put like Rhyperior on the triple S tier or something. Because it's good, it's not really that good. It dies to a lot of other stuff. It's match dependent, I think.
A lot of times, I didn't think it was worth it to run Rhydon because I would rather just have Rhyperior immediately.
Right, me too. But like Tarvel said, the 3-star Rock Wrecker, it is insane.
Yeah. The 3-star Rock-Wrecker with Long Barrel is really good.
Yeah, and if we are going to put Rhyperior in like an S tier, like guaranteed S tier, I'm comfortable moving Rhydon into a... Damn, am I really comfortable moving it to a B tier? I don't know about that, actually.
I don't know. Okay, so Rhyperior has better like flexibility because you use it in like rush decks and cheese decks. Rhydon, you just use it to evolve if you have like a slow rock or ground deck, you know?
You can't give them that high just.
Yeah, Queen, I told you just to join the Discord chat. All right, this is the final one, guys. Boys of the board, final ranking. Final grade.
C.
I think it's a C.
C. Wait, Steven, did you say C or B?
I said C.
Okay, chat, we got B, C. Tarvel says B, so we have 4 Bs. K-Dub says C. And, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god.
I think we're tied, actually.
Again? It's a
Yeah.
controversial one.
This is another controversial one.
It's borderline.
I'm Okay, let me look at this real quick. Let's look what we have in B tier. Murkrow, Kyogre, Dratini, Gumi, Giratina, Yveltal, Swampert, and Greninja. Do I want to put Rhydon here? Because Rhydon has a hard time against Greninja. Rhydon can get rid of Swampert. Doesn't even really need to Z-move because it can hit the, what is it? The Horn Drill. Beat Yveltal with Z-move.
No.
Beats Giratina with Z-move. Can also give Giratina a hard time with Horn Drill.
I think you can make a case for B.
Yeah.
It's just because okay, I think Dratini is a little bit worse than Rhydon, so I would put Rhydon in B just because of what you have in B.
True. All right, that's fair. Let's
but I
move
don't
on.
think it's good, like as good as Greninja is.
I don't know, Kenny. You're right. Like there was some times where I played people, I'm like, oh, they got a Rhydon, interesting. But the most time, for the majority, people ran Rhyperior. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we spent enough time on Rhydon. Let's go on to Flygon. Okay. So Flygon I actually kind of ran like at the very, very beginning of Pokemon Duel before before Z-moves are out. But okay, so it does have the Sand Blizzard. Your opponent's flyaway effects are nullified. When this Pokemon is on the field and has evolved, the soar effects of a Pokemon on the field are nullified. So it was really hard to evolve a Vibrava before Z-moves. Does have Draco, it does have Dragon Claw, and it does have Flyaway 4 miss at level 5. The biggest thing here, obviously, it's a ground type, so we got the ground Z move. Fly would have just been better than Flyaway. The ability to, like, who used it? Like, honestly, nobody really used this ability. Nobody wanted to evolve Vibrava. There's no point in evolving Vibrava.
This is another case where the pre-evolution is better than the rare.
So where does that make you want to put it? D tier?
Like, yeah, I'd say D.
D? Steven?
I mean, all right, so
Kind of good though.
I actually ran Flygon like a bunch, and the Draco Meteors at 2 stars are really, really good.
It's true. 2-star Draco Meter's not bad. 110 Dragon Claw. As I'm looking what I have in the C tier. The C tier is like, it seems like the C tier is like very like contingent on like, oh, it can Mega Evolve, or oh, it can win, or oh, it can do good against meta figures. Whereas Flygon, I don't think does that. Yeah, I think it's a D.
Yeah, it's a D. Vibrava is just so much better than this.
Yep. What up, Queen?
Hello.
Yo.
Steven, what do you think for Flygon?
I'm kind of bouncing between C and D.
What makes you? Yeah. What are you considering?
I think the only reason I'm saying that, I know you said like no one evolves Vibrava, but like even it having that option is kind of okay. But like ground Z move is good, Draco Meteor is decent. But yeah, other than that, it doesn't really impact things all that often.
Is it okay to have that option though, the evolution option on the Vibrava, because that takes time to like cancel and say no, I don't want to. Like, when are you gonna want to evolve? Like
when you're coursed.
Yeah, I would only take the evolution if I'm like, okay, I either like I'm losing and I need Draco Meteor as like a, or I'm winning and I think Flyaway can save me. Like that's it. It never really came up much, but I kept it as an option.
Okay, so what are you leaning more towards right now, C or D?
Probably closer to D.
Closer to D. All right, and then Bill, what'd you think?
Yeah, I agree with the D.
Okay, and then and then Queen, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking a C minus. The only time Flygon becomes useful, remember the plate that used to turn the white into gold for dragons? I think that's the only time that it would become resourceful is, you needed to get like a cheese win.
Okay, so what we're doing, if it's like a minus or a plus, I kind of round down or round up. So you said C minus because I don't really have like a C plus, C, and a C minus tier. I just have a C and a D tier. If you believe it's a C minus, I kind of just factor that into a D. I just kind of round it down. Or if you thought it was a D plus, then I would go up to a C. So it sounds like, and I'm not making you change your mind or anything. Like that's just something I would use if we're like at a tiebreaker for some reason. So you say C minus. I think it's a D. I think Santi said D. Steven said D.
Yeah,
Bill said D. Chat, what is your final rating on Flygon? Yeah, I totally forgot about the ground sphere as well. That was a good point to bring up, Queen.
Yeah, but that only works if you evolve it.
True. Oh yeah, true. Which you can easily evolve with Vibrava, but like I still
why
Vibrava's
would you
way
evolve it,
he's outweighed, like just outclasses it so much. So okay, so it looks like the majority is going D. So all right, so we'll put Flygon in the D tier. All right, let's move on. We've got, oh my god, we have 26 more. Purloin, nope, we don't even really need to go this. That just goes directly into the
No,
E
dude,
tier.
it's an S tier. Come on.
It's an E, dude. Ooh, Ledian. Okay, so Ledian. Where do we put Lediba? I think we just put it exactly where Lediba is, right?
It was in D.
Yeah.
No, it's a C, dude.
It's a C? It might
Dude,
be.
it's a
It
C.
might be because of its will. It's got survivability. It has double edge.
It is better than Lediba.
Yeah.
It
Actually,
falls in the same bracket as Durant and as Tentacle, with the the abilities to swarm. I can't say anything above a D.
wait.
It's so fun.
You
Dude.
said
This deck was
not
so
above a
fun.
D? You said, Queen, you say D?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Santi says C. Steven?
I think it's still D.
D. Bill?
See.
See, I can just imagine Bill like, look at me. He's over here drinking a beer. He's like on his Xbox playing something, just chilling with us. Bill, what you think? Yeah, bro, it's a D. That's good.
yeah, he's a good Pokemon.
Okay, so it looks like
I
the
have so
majority
much
is saying
love
D.
for
Oh,
Ledian, dude.
Running those bunch of those,
too.
though. Those are always fun to do.
that's hilarious.
It's so the Lediva deck is so fun.
Oh, dude, that deck was so. I remember the first time I ran into this deck, and I was like, "What am I supposed to do? I don't know what to do," and I just
I
quit.
actually faced you with a Lediva deck.
I do remember that. Exactly, Date. All right, let's move on. Sylveon. Okay, so this is interesting. We can talk about the Sylveon in the original round deck. What did we have? We had, what was Wigglytuff? It
It
was
was just Wigglytuff and Sylveon at first.
Wasn't there an evolution though? Wasn't there an Eevee into the Sylveon?
Not really.
Only
Eevee,
good.
I think who ran it? I don't remember who ran it. But because we know what what did it hit for maximum? Was it 160?
I mean, with 6 figures on the board, it was like 240 or
It would
something.
be 180 with 6 figures on the board.
No, if
But
you evolve it.
You would want at least 1 3MP.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you would evolve it, and if it was chained, it was like 200, wasn't it? But that's beside the point because that's like possibilities. So the ability, the Purity Veil, your opponent's Dark type Pokemon will do 20 less damage. We talked about round 4 miss at level 5. Moonblast, which could be 100 if we had the what was it called? The Cresselia. Yep. Rare. It's deck specific. I don't know, man. I don't even know if I want to put it in C.
I used to
It's
think
more
some people.
But he never worked good with it.
it's more of a like a rare hole deck.
Yeah.
You don't really use Sylveon.
Yeah, and it's.
I used to see some people that. Oh, sorry, Rico. I'm buttoning. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
I used to see some people running the evolution into Wigglytuff with using Jigglypuff, and they also used to use Xerneas as
Really?
well for the buff for the fairy.
Huh. Interesting.
You lose a round,
Yeah.
right? You lose 20 or 30 damage, and you win like 10.
Ooh.
I know. I used to see people run Xerneas and then triple Wigglytuff into Sylveon.
That's
I
interesting.
remember a triple wing though. But I think it was like 3 Sylvians and
240.
um,
240.
3
K-Dub's right.
Wigglytuff.
We were thinking 160, 180. Yeah, it's 240.
Yeah, I knew it was 240, dude.
I mean, okay,
actually
so
ran that
240 does look seems like a lot scary damage, but I mean, like Hype said it, the round decks had no mobility. Pure white, like I think it's a D.
I think it's a D as well, just because, okay, so yeah, Hype is right, it has no mobility, well, also they don't have like any versatility at all. Like they're just
Yeah.
like white attacks that hits for a like attack. That's it. There's nothing else to it. And if you lose one, you lose like the whole deck, basically.
Exactly. Yep. So I'm comfortable with Sylveon. Is there anybody else that thinks it belongs in a C? In chat or in Discord chat, let me know. Otherwise, all right. Looks like we're gonna
Definitely a
move on.
D. I agree with the rest.
You're feeling it.
Oh, I gotta put the rare Sylveon. Hold up.
Rare
It's like
Sylveon.
Randall.
Rare Sylveon. All right, guys. Pupitar. Damn, we talked about the entire line. All right, remember, hypothetically, guys, let's remember we are going to use the Larvitar. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna evolve it with Born Sweet, and then my Z gauge is gonna be up, and then I'm just going to Z move with my Pupitar with the ground. All right, and then I'm gonna evolve into T-Tar plus 1 MP. Therefore, Pupitar belongs in the E tier. Even a 3 MP belongs in the E tier. Anybody else think different? Well, I mean the ground typing.
I think it's a
Could be
it's
D.
a D, just because the ability is really good versus.
Oh, I forgot about the
Ultra
ability.
Beast. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with D then.
And,
Yeah.
and yeah.
And you've also got the plate that turns white into gold, so definitely a D for me.
D.
That's if you evolve it though. Are you gonna evolve from Larvitar?
Gonna be
It only
really,
works with
really.
evolution.
Yeah, Santi, we are with Born Sweet. Duh, I've already told you this like 7 times.
Oh my
Come on,
god,
get out of here.
dude. That's not happening ever.
Okay, Pupitar, solid D. Anybody think differently?
Solid D, dude.
Solid D. All right, let's go.
Solid D.
Okay, Igglybuff. Here we go. Bodied by the balloon. Normal fairy. Fairy typing. Definitely got to
Oh my
take that into
goodness.
consideration. Balloon body. If this Pokemon finishes an MP move next to this Pokemon moves 1 space away. It has Sing and it has. I thought this was a 3 MP for some reason.
That's Snortuff's favorite, so I gotta say like A for Snortuff.
Where is Snortuff? Yo, Ashton. I should have texted you, bro. I'm sorry. But you finally joined in here. D for Pupitar. All right, what are we thinking on this Igglybuff? I'm thinking fairy move. It's real niche. It's real, like, it's... I don't even know if I want to put it in the D tier, honestly.
I like saying D because it's D-Clan.
Yo,
Yeah, Declan, right?
you guys
part of
merged, though, didn't you?
Where's the pro class? Huh?
Pro Clan stand up. All right, so it looks like chat here is going with the D tier because of the D Clan, right?
Yeah, Declan, right. What do you mean, Hype? Declan scum? What is that?
Dude, Hype is solo. He's like me, all right? All right, yeah, if everybody agrees with D, I guess I'll go with D. I don't really see anything other
There's
than the Z
nothing
move. Igglybuff.
on the ability.
All right. Leafeon, my favorite EV evolution is garbage. He belongs in E.
Why doesn't it have grass now?
Well,
Right? He couldn't even put people to sleep.
what if... Well, okay, so you have to factor in the grass sphere, obviously. It's still not enough. I still think it's an E tier. Is there anybody who thinks it needs to be in D?
I think it's an E, dude.
Oh, there's a couple people in the chat. Leafeon was my first runner. Kenny says D. Lucas says D. Hype says D. And Fred. All right, tell me.
Dude.
Wait, is there anybody on the panel that agrees that it should be in D?
Greek should be in D.
Okay, why?
Because of its grass whistle. If it was lucky, it used to land it. Plus, it used to get buffed from other grass types when, what was that? Grass figure.
Laurentis.
One.
Laurentis.
Thank you.
Yeah, D, because he can like put people
Oh,
to sleep.
yeah,
too.
you're right. The thing is, I forgot it can MP move past
whistle.
grass. I forgot that. Okay. I can see the argument for D because of the mobility, and I could totally see that. And you can use the Mo-Rotom to do even more cheesy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Grass Whistle is good for a runner, and it hits decently in grass decks. It does.
It doesn't hit decently in grass decks. It's bad, dude.
Okay.
It's bad.
All right.
It's fine.
All right.
I mean, I can see it being a B. It's just I'd rather put it in B.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, so now we have Croconaw. Croconaw with the Bite Instinct.
Oh,
This Pokemon
awesome.
must battle. Easy evolution, kind of. It is. You just had to be smart here. So the Scary Face knocked him back one step, and then it went into the Feraligatr, which Feraligatr was kind of a beast when it evolved from Croconaw, but I don't think it belongs in C. I think it's a solid D.
Mm-hmm.
It's a solid D.
It's a solid D.
I have to kind of argue with that because this used to be a pretty solid figure in my water class deck. It's a C for me.
But why? You said it's in your deck, but so what's the argument that it belongs from a D to a C?
Because you used to be able to use, I can't remember the plate, but the one that used to turn the white into gold. And that used to be
X-Speed.
really good if you, yes, thank you. And it used to be at a real good cheese. Plus it leveled up to level 10. The mess was under 5% or 10%. So it was really good. And then if you were worried, you could always make sure you could get another plate that would force the mist into either white or purple. So I never really had an issue evolving Croconaw into Feraligatr.
Okay, so I can see your argument to go from D to C. However, when we look into the C tier, I don't know if I would run the Croconaw over. Wait, C tier, right? Yeah. Over what we have in here in the C tier, I don't know if I would run Croconaw, but
That's just my personal opinion. I mean,
X-Speed-
it's not to say that's something universal that everyone would use.
No,
but
yeah, of
that's
course.
just my personal
Of
experience.
course, I'm just
D for
showing the other side.
viability.
Steven, you've been quiet. What do you think?
Sorry, man. It's like 2:30 here.
Oh yeah, it is.
Get some coffee.
Damn, I didn't realize it was that late.
It's 3:30 here. 3:30.
We're almost done, guys. We got 20
I-
more.
I think D is okay. I don't know, because like the ability is kind of a hindrance.
Yes.
If it's D, it's like a low D for me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chat looks like a lot of D, so we'll just go with the majority. We'll say D tier. But I do like what Queen's saying with the X-Speed. Definitely gives like the end of the meta when Pokemon Duel ended, which was purple heavy. It gives it trouble with the X-Speed, but it does have a 20 miss or an 11 miss at level 10. All right, let's move on. Aries, stop. Munchlax. All right, Tarvold, I want to hear what you think about Munchlax. But all right, Munchlax has the Gluttony. When in a PC, this Pokemon will move back to the bench if Sweet Scent is spun on the field. Does have Lick, which causes paralysis, and eats everything, which I don't even remember what this does. Switches one of the opponent's plates from unused to used. When this Pokemon, or a Pokemon that evolved from this Pokemon, leaves the field, return as many plates as were switched to use with this attack since the Pokemon entered the field back to unused. Okay, so if it dies, the plate that you made used goes back to unused.
Conceptually, it's good, but I never got it working.
I never did either. And I know Tarvold, the deck that he had, he tried to get it to work, but I never saw him get it work. I want to say it's an E, dude.
It's an A, dude.
Yeah, I think the strategy is with Naganadel, because you can eat anything and then Naganadel comes out and it's permanently gone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what it was. Okay. So
But yeah, it's cool, but it doesn't. I don't think it's enough to push it past E.
okay. So everybody says E. Ashton says D. Queen, what do you think?
I can't comment on this because personally I've never run Munchlax before. I'm sorry to say.
Okay, Munchlax. E. All right, give me 1 second real quick.
Aries just analyzing. That C minus. goes Addy.
It was only for a quick second. I just had to move Aries. All right, moving on. 19 more, guys. We'll get there. Makuhita and the fake out. I feel like we don't really need to talk about it that well, maybe, but it for sure goes where Meowth goes. Where Meowth is, where's Meowth? C tier? Yeah, Meowth is in the C tier. So what we can talk about though is the impact charge, which the battle opponent is moved to the bench and gains weight, which is really nice. Dude, we still have those. Let me know what you guys think for this. Let me go find Aries.
I think Makuhita is really good.
So what are you guys thinking?
Yeah, Makuhita is really good. The fake out is like cheese and stuff. I think it's like it belongs with Hariyama because they do like the same thing basically.
Right.
Yeah, I'd put it in a C at least, just because. But basically, its whole wheel is useful.
Yeah. Hey, that's the cat. I like mine. It's so cute.
Okay.
Nice eyes.
C tier. Does anybody think it should be above a C tier?
No.
Does anybody think it should be below a C tier?
I think it's supposed to be in Hariyama's tier because they do the same thing.
Hariyama's tier is... Where did we put Hariyama? Was it C, right?
C.
Has to be C.
Yeah.
Hariyama. Okay, so it looks like the majority says C tier, but Kenny says D tier. Kenny, tell me why you say D tier. I feel like anything that has the potential to be game winning because of the fake out, like you just rush the entry point, Pokemon Switch, kind of like Rhyperior, and you just go for the fake out cheese. Like things that can make it like game winning, I think belongs in C tier. All right, we're going to throw him in C tier, and I still want to hear what Kenny has to say. All right, let's try and hurry up so you guys can go to sleep. Bronzor is, we said it should be a tier above the Bronzong, right? Because it's...
yeah, Heavy Slam is really good.
Heavy Slam, yeah, the Heavy Slam is bigger. Where did we put Bronzong? D tier?
I think we put him in D.
Yeah, it's in D tier, so C tier. Chat, what are we thinking? Well...
I think it's also G though.
Bronzor, it's a D. I think Bronzor would be a C if it were like 3 MP, but it's 2 MP.
Okay. Wait, Steven, did you say it's a D, the Bronzor?
I mean, like it has really good Z moves, and Heavy Slam is decent. Like it's great in the gym. But like
gym, man.
Most figures are 2 MP, and like most figures that you're worried about are 2 MP. So heavy slam is kind of iffy for me.
It's kind of an anti-rush thing, you know.
Kind of, yeah, because like if you go first, or your opponent goes first or whatever, they're gonna open up with a runner essentially, right, to try to lock down the entry points. And then you could just kind of bring out heavy slam, and if they do take the entry point, I mean, unless it's then again, most runners have like a dodge. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Would you risk it, right?
I honestly think I would put it in D tier as well, actually.
Yeah.
I think D tier. Chat, we're kind of mixed though. I think Queen said C. Some of chat says C as well. I think
it's a really good one for gyms, but besides that, not really.
Okay, yeah. Let's factor this. Let's factor this without the gym because the gym kind of changed things. Gave him plus 20, gave him plus MP. Let's factor this without the gym. So let's look at the figure for what it is and what you would use it in. So it does have the refraction. Friendly Pokemon next to this Pokemon cannot be affected by a new status effects, which I never really used. I never used Bronzor unless it was in the gym. And because of that, final rating for me, D. Chat, Twitch chat, please let me know what your final rating is in the chat. And then board of peers. What do you guys think?
Board of peers.
Final rating.
I think it's a D.
D.
Yeah, it's a D. I'm not too amazed with the abilities or the wheel.
Okay, and then Queen, did you stay with C or change? C?
C.
Okay. Chat says D. Lucas says C minus. D. Okay, so it looks like majority. We'll go with the Bronzor in the D.
Heavy slam is too big and.
All right, Golbat. Golbat, do we really need to talk about Golbat? It does have Confuse Ray, but it also has a 20 miss. It's an E tier.
It's an E.
It's an E for sure. Okay.
It's an E, dude.
It's an E, dude. All right, how much more we got? Ooh, 15 more, guys. Rhyperior. Okay, so do we even really need to talk about it, or are we just going to throw it in S tier?
Oh, goodness grief. We know that's an S class.
S tier.
Yeah, just throw it in S.
S tier
Like
across
one
the
of the
board.
most used
All right.
figures in the
Yeah.
late at the end of Pokemon Duel.
Yeah, I think even counting it being like sort of decent before that, it's just like with the buff, it was just
Yeah.
so strong and
It
so
was
scary.
ungodly. I remember
Ah.
like Pokefodder came into like one of my streams like way after he stopped playing, and everybody was using Rhyperior, and he's like, "Why is everybody using Rhyperior?"
Because it got buffed. And it got really fucking good.
Yeah, because I think before Rockwrecker would only KO Bug, Flying, Fire, and Ice.
Oh yeah,
I think it was just flying, right?
it was
No,
something.
Rhyperior
I'm
went
pretty
to the gym, that's for sure.
I'm pretty sure it was everything that Rock was super effective against.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think the most importantly, like more than Rockbreaker, was that the 1 MP turned into 2 MP moving in a straight line.
Yeah.
That was like really fucking big.
Right.
Yeah, without that, it wouldn't have seen as much play.
Yep.
Yeah, the fact that they can move 2 spaces made it so fucking good.
All right. Let's just. I forgot Tarvold. Like we have to consider this. Tarvold thinks that the Golbat belongs in the D tier because of the molting energy wing sphere for Shuttle Flip Crobat, which was like what, the 5 MP Crobat, which I was never able to get. Most people were never able to get. Sorry, Tarvold, you are outvoted here. I still think it belongs in E tier. All right, let's go next. We have Vaporeon. Vaporeon just goes exactly where Leafeon. Well, actually, I don't even know. Maybe it doesn't go where Leafeon is. It's
I
basically
think
the
it's
same
definitely,
thing.
I'm going to have to be rude. It's a water figure and I love it, but a D for me because it doesn't have what has Leafeon had. I'm sorry, Water Slide doesn't put it to sleep. It just moves it one place.
Yeah,
I mean,
it just
who
moves it
cares?
one over. So you said D tier though, right? Queen, did you say D or E?
D.
D.
In my opinion, definitely D.
E,
Okay.
E for Bill.
B. No.
E.
E. Okay, so E for Bill, E for Santi, right? Steven, what do you say?
Maybe a D.
It's an E, dude.
Okay, we have two. It's an E. We have 2 E's on the board. We've got 2 in the chat, but then we have 3 D's also from the chat. And Queen. Queen says D. I don't think it's as good as Leafeon, therefore I'm going to throw it with E. So that puts us at, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Queen said D. 4. Steven also said D, so that's 5. So we're at, looks like the majority is actually D. So, all right, we'll go with D.
I feel betrayed.
I give you a pat in the back.
All right. Jolt. All right, here we go. Jolt. So are we putting all the EV evolutions in D? Do you okay? Here.
Jolteon's definitely a C or a D, border between the two. I think it's even more better because of the Thunder Jolt to paralyze, and it had a gold wheel slice. It was actually good. It was decent.
And it can benefit from Coco.
Definitely.
It can at least move past
And
paralyzed Pokemon
yep,
too. Like
so
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, and it could come off the bench, like if the entry point did have paralyzed Pokemon, right?
I still think
very
it's
similar
probably
to
D.
Arcanine.
True. It's weird. Like each of these EV evolutions have like a really unique niche, but yeah, I still think D. Queen said D, possibly C. Bill, Santi, what do you think? D.
It's an E, dude.
It's an E, dude. I think you might be the only one that says it's an E. Chat, D, Leafeon is still... Yeah, out of all of them that we've rated so far, I still think Leafeon's better. That's why I want to put Vaporeon and Jolteon in the E tier, but we're going to go with the majority, so it looks like we're putting them in the D tier. All right, next up we have Marshtomp. I didn't know he had mud or water. Okay, so he's got the mud coating when this Pokemon is on the field. If there are 3 or more water type Pokemon on the field, your ground type Pokemon with 1 MP. Oh, I remember people would, when they ran the Swampert, sometimes they would also have like a Marshtomp, or they'd have like a Marshtomp and a Swampert. But it's got a Mud Shot, which is 1 MP.
I'm sorry.
Negative 1 MP, hold up. Protect, and then Muddy Water. The battle opponent and 1 neighboring Pokemon directly behind it are knocked back 1 step and gain weight. I need some more persuading, I guess, from you guys. So, Board, what do you think?
Okay, sorry. It's definitely a C for me, having run this before in my Tapu Fini deck. Tapu Fini allows it to use like an invisibility plate. It used to come right in beside it, so that used to give it the advantage of the 1 MP, and often or not with the Mud Shot being able to disable other figures from slowing down if they're moving quickly. I would definitely rate this as a solid C for Marshtomp, plus the purple and the blue, and pretty much the mist was non-existent when it was leveled up. I'd say it's C, definitely.
Wait, did you say you ran the invisibility cape with it?
But it works like the invisibility.
Oh, it works like it.
Tapu Fini.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Like a long throw.
Okay, so definite C from you. Steven, what do you think?
This is hard because like it has the same ability as Swampert, and Muddy Water is really nice, and the Z moves are good.
True.
But like, I think we put Swampert in B because it's like it has to be run with other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think Marshtomp, I think for that reason, I would take Marshtomp from a C to a D.
Wait, from a C to a D?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
because like it has to be run with other stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I see what
like
you're saying.
For me.
All right.
There's like one deck that uses this.
Santi?
So I think this in line with the other like Onyx and Rhydon that we put in C, I think those were good because of the C move, right? So I would put this with those because in stat line they're similar. They're just things to evolve. You're not running them just for the figure, you're running them for the evolution, right?
Yeah.
So just because it's an easy evolution with the Muddy Water, it counters like rushers like Celebi and Mew.
Yep.
I would put this on a C.
On a C. Okay. And then Bill. Bill.
He fell asleep, did.
He might have. Okay, so Tarvold says better to have a 3 MP surround threat instantly from Mega Swampert. So Tarvold thinks D. I think all of you thought C, right? Except for Steven. Steven thought D. Well, was it D, right, Steven?
Yeah, I said D, but I'm fine with a C as well.
I see. I'm leaning more towards D as well, but it looks like
I would say D just because this Pokemon is so restrictive on what he does. You have it just for one reason and in one particular deck, so it has like no flexibility at all. And you don't run it because of the mon, you run it because of the evolution. So I guess you could have an argument for D just because it's not like such a flexible figure. It's just like there.
True. Yeah. Okay. The only reason Ashen says it can't be less than a C, but it can, because majority rules. So it looks like we're going to put this thing in the D tier for now. All right, what do we have? We have 10 more to go, guys. Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about Garchomp. Do we even have to? Like, this thing is S tier, right?
Yeah, that's definitely S. No need to discuss.
Garchomp just pisses me off. I don't even want to talk about Garchomp. Moving on.
S tier.
Ooh, Empoleon. This one's going to be interesting. So we do have the diving entry. He was able to come off from the bench, right? If the entry points were taken. 0 miss at level 5. They had really good synergy with the Kyurem. If this thing hit Ice Beam. If you ran 3 of these and 3 Kyurems, like...
Yeah, that was like X Attack's favorite deck.
Yeah, that was... I remember that. There's
Am I
nothing we can
being
do
too
here.
keen to say B for this figure?
Not necessarily. Give me your argument if it's different from what I just mentioned.
I just think Apollyon has so many synergies. It can work in an ice deck, it can work in a water deck for sure, and it can also work successfully in a steel deck. The Ice Beam was nice because it had the ability to freeze. The gold also worked nice against the purple, and the Hydro Pump had a really nice, good attack damage, which it depended if it evolved or not, or just as is. It was still a good solid attacker in my honest opinion for an EX figure.
Okay, I can see that. Go ahead, Steven.
I was gonna say I really wish its ability was optional. This was the first one that had that kind of ability, and like everything past it was optional. So I wish they had changed that, but either way, it's still nice.
Oh yeah, because there's definitely times where you're like, you kind of don't want to move, where it forces you to move.
Yeah, and you can't attack off the bench either.
True, that too. This one's actually kind of hard. I can see the argument for B.
I mean, it has the Steel Z move, and gold plus Ice Beam is pretty decent.
The only reason why I want to put it in C is because of that. Like, the Aqua Jet is 30, and it's big.
Yeah.
Ice Beam, I mean, the Ice Beam does what Ice Beam needs to do, is freeze them. And like I said, if you have that next to Kyurem, it's really good. Hydro Pump's pretty high. Actually, you know what? You know what? I think I am fine actually with it in B. I think I am fine with it in B, depending on the deck that I'm running. Santi, give me your argument.
It's an E, dude.
It's an E, dude.
It's an E, dude.
Like, this is the same wheel as Tyranitar, but with a gold attack.
Yeah, but the diving entry is so versatile because how many times?
I mean, okay, so in water decks you use Fini, so these abilities kind of useless if you run Fini, which most water decks do. Still,
what happens if your entry points are sealed though? This is brilliant because if
you have Fini, right? Yeah, but
no. She's saying, like, what if you're not running a water deck? Yeah, if you're not running a water deck.
If you're not running a water deck, why would you run this figure?
An ice deck.
A nice deck.
Like, it doesn't have to be a mono type deck.
True.
Yeah, but I mean, the Ice Beam is so little, and you have like Alolan Baltics for freezing or even Kyurem, right? It's okay. It's not a consistent freezer. It does like decent Hydro Pump damage, and the Aqua Jet, which is gold, it's 30 damage. So this figure loses to anything that does above 50 damage, and it does nothing when he comes on the bench. So to me, this is like at most a C, but I'd give it a D, just because the wheel is so lackluster in terms of damage and utility, and the fact that you can't attack right away makes this figure like really clunky and hard to use, because you lose so much tempo, right?
Okay. The ability is a double-edged sword because it's so good, because if your entry points are sealed by the opponent, it allows you the opportunity to bring it out even if you can't attack on the same turn that it comes out. But on the next turn, you can cover your goal, which could prevent you from having your goal taken. But on the downside, agreed, it can't attack on the same time that on the same turn it comes out. But I just think it's such a good ability, though. It has its drawbacks and its good points. So it can go either or.
Honestly, like, I was kind of okay putting it in B, but after what Santi said, I'm like, yeah, I think it should be in C then. So
C is fair too.
That's my final rating is C. Steven says C. Santi says E.
No, I'll give it a D.
A D.
Because,
damn.
Yeah, because okay, everyone says the ability is so cool, but if the ability is so cool, why don't every single water deck run Fini? There are some water decks that don't run Fini because the ability is not like flexible enough. Okay, it's really good if you're getting rushed down or you're like cornered. Yeah, sure, getting your mon off the entry point. I mean, not on the entry point can be useful, but then it's a free turn for the opponent to do whatever they want. Because you have to play defensive at that point, and that's just a last game.
No, I totally understand that, but even with what's Queen saying, that's easily enough for me to move it from a D to a C. But
I'm okay with a C.
Okay.
I think it's
So I think a queen, B. The chat we have C, C, C plus. Damn, Tarvel says C plus. I think C. I think the majority we got here is a C. So let's just put this thing in C and move on.
Yay.
Polion. All right. Poliwrath. This one's gonna be interesting. They had the hypnotic stare. Any Pokemon that battles this Pokemon becomes paralyzed. I don't think we really need to talk about the will too much because it does. I mean, dynamic punch does 130, double slap does 40. If it hits it again, does 20. But all you used this for was the status things. Were to confuse things.
Suicide confusion.
Yeah. But honestly, like I think a D for me on this. What do you guys think?
I agree with that.
D. Steven, did you say D?
Yeah, probably D.
Okay. Queen.
Breaking on the inside a little bit. I'd probably say C the lowest.
The funny thing is, like, Queen joins the call, and we have like a plethora of water Pokemon that were.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so Queen says C. I think we all say D. Chat, where we at? Date says D. Poliwhirl D. Wait, what? What are you saying, Date?
I think he's saying Poliwhirl is in D.
But we're talking about Poliwrath.
Yeah, they're two. They do like nothing similar.
Yo, did we ever get Politoed? Oh yeah, we did. It didn't have like round or something like that.
Thing.
Yeah, that's what it was. D. Okay, so it looks like D. D for the Poliwrath.
That was so good though. I used to love it in my water phantom deck.
Ooh.
Poor Poliwrath.
Yeah, that was kind of annoying.
That was a good deck. Yeah, it was like what? 2 Feenies, Poliwraths, and
Mimikyu.
And
Mimikyu. Oh my
For the
god.
curse.
That deck was so annoying. I remember when I first played that.
2 Poliwrath. Yeah, I played that. I used to annoy
Ew.
the crap out of Pokey Fodder. He hated it.
That was gross. All right, next one, 193. Poochiana. Yeah, you belong in E.
Yes.
It's an E, dude.
Yes, for sure.
There's not even an argument. Yes.
Luxio,
Just A.
same thing, right? Blue Spark, the dodges opposing become Jason, become a
There's
miss.
just no way.
And it could just paralyze
Never
you.
seen that run before.
I don't think I've seen any of the evolution line run before, actually.
I actually have tried to fully evolve the Shinx. I
Got
played like
jokes,
15 games
Ashton.
and I did even Luxio ate that.
Oh.
I just don't know why. Like, what's the purpose of it having a dodge? Like 2 dodges. I don't get it.
It's for status.
Yeah, confusion, I guess.
But even okay.
Because like if it's burned, then it loses dodge instead of the white.
God. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, 4 more guys. Hypno with this was kind of used in sleep decks, wasn't it? Or was tried to be used. Spellbind. While this Pokemon is on the field, the sleep condition is not removed by the effects of others. Oh yeah, that was like the new ability it got. It has sleep talk.
It's just for Coco.
Yeah,
just
yeah, that's right. The battle opponent falls asleep. You may move one Pokemon that is asleep to a point within its MP range. The moved Pokemon gain. I don't think I ever used Sleepwalk. And then we have Psychic and Psybeam, which can confuse you. I don't think, honestly, even with like the synergy of a sleep deck, I don't even know if I would put this in the C tier. Thoughts? I mean, we do have to factor in the Psychic Z move hits 200, moves 3 spaces, could be some cheesy wins, but other than that, I need some more convincing. I'm leaning towards. I mean, it could be like a high D, but I don't know. Talk to me.
I think, okay, so for me, I tried a Malamar deck with Hypno, and Hypno is just so hard to use, and most of the time it doesn't hit for very much, and the miss is so big.
True.
Like in level 5, it's like 8 still. And the Sleepwalk, it's good, but then again, it moves to the MP range for the opponent, and that's either move it behind, like move it towards the opponent's side, or just not move it at all, you know. So I don't know, it's kind of rough because you need the sleepwalk to move sleep opponents.
Yep.
To your Darkrai, but it's so gimmicky and so hard to use that I'd say a D. I can see the argument for a C because most sleep decks want this, just to be able to move
Fair target.
Pokemon towards the Darkrai. But it's a hard sell for me. It's a D, I think.
That's D.
I agree with Hypno being a D because it's like Tapu Fini. If you don't have Hypno, the sleep decks aren't going to work as well. It's too easy to tag.
Wait, if you don't have Tapu Fini?
No, I'm comparing it like the Tapu Fini decks without Hypno. The sleep decks don't work without having a Hypno like Tapu Fini
Oh,
decks.
with water decks. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Steven, what are we thinking?
I think it's closer to D, just because like in a sleep deck, Sleepwalk is good. Outside of a sleep deck, Sleepwalk really is just hypnosis, because most of the time, if Hypno puts something to sleep, a lot of times the player will tag it immediately. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool. I kind of like it. I think it's, I don't know, because it also has the Psychic Z move,
Which could
Yeah.
win you the game. So,
Yeah.
it's a tough sale. Like, it high D, low C. Like that's where I'm leaning towards Hypno. Okay, hold up. Here we go again. Tarvel with his B minus. Here we go. All right, sleep moving niche was fun and useful. Gave sleep a niche over ice.
Ice.
Hypno stopped Coco and Suicune, etc. from walking in, from waking,
Oh yes, we can.
from waking too. Pretty useful and versatile. Deserves a B minus.
It's so hard to use though.
It is. The most I could give it is a C. All right, guys. Final rating. I'm going to say a D.
Yeah, D for me.
Okay.
A solid
Yep.
D.
Oh, welcome back, Bill. Steven, Queen.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely D.
D. Okay. Chat and Steven.
I guess a D.
A D. Okay. Chat, where we at?
I think a lot of chat wants to say C.
I wish it was better.
You don't see Aries? You want me to show you Aries real quick?
Show me the pootie.
He's right there. All right. Let's I'll go grab him, but let's move on. Ooh, Magikarp. I'll let you guys ponder that. Let me go grab Aries real quick.
Oh. We know what Magikarp is an S class.
I mean, it's so easy to vanish though.
S class.
It is good, because like for a figure that can stay on the field even when it's KO'd and gives you a free evolution into EX Gyarados, like that's pretty good.
Dude, you know what makes this the only thing that makes this figure really good
Say something.
is a Rocky helmet. That plate makes
Oh yeah,
Magikarp an ensured KO and the evolution right away. It's so
that's
good.
true.
All right, guys, Magikarp. What are we thinking about Magikarp? We know the rapid evolution. When this Pokemon is knocked out in battle, it may evolve without moving. The one thing that we use this with is the Rocky Helmet. Get the easy evolution and also get to knock out the opponent. Because of that, C tier with the possibility of evolving into the Gyarados and then the potential of evolving into the Mega Gyarados. I think it's a solid C. Thoughts?
I think it's a D just because. Okay, so if you're running Gyarados, you're most likely running Magikarp.
Yes.
Unless you're running like EX Gyarados in some kind of team deck where you move through Impia anyway. But I think it's a D just because the figure by itself is just useless, dude. It's like having one less mon in your bench, you know.
Okay, but picture this. Everybody has a
God.
Magikarp. Everybody has at least a rare Gyarados. That means that Magikarp has the potential to KO any figure because of its ability with the evolution.
Yeah, but Red Gyarados is not as good.
I know, but like I could
You already know what I want.
I can attack into a Dawnwings, and if Dawnwing hits its, was it Prismatic Laser, whatever it is, I can get it off the board just by having the rare evolution.
And then it's your turn again.
Steven, thoughts?
I
Big Teens
I kind of want to agree with Santi, just because it's like, yeah. Sorry, I'm tired.
We're almost there, buddy. We have like 2 more. Stay with me.
Yeah, I kind of want to say D. Like, its only use is bringing it up to Gyarados. And like that's kind of what we were saying with Scyther, is like, oh, you just use it to get Scizor.
True. True.
Because like Magikarp's wheel is awful, and yeah, it's really susceptible to purple. It's susceptible to Victini, Kyurem, not Kyurem, the Twin Dragons.
With Tao Dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this thing is very easy to get banished too.
Reshiram and...
Okay.
Because it's like if you stop its ability, then it's useless.
I can see that. That makes sense. Queen probably wants to put this in S tier, right?
Yeah, you didn't take your time to figure that out.
Nope. All right, chat. Give me your final rating. I'm gonna go with C. Steven and Santi go with D, and then Queen. Are you really You're not going with S, are you?
Seriously, it's an S class. Like, it's so good because it just evolves by default. Yeah, I know there's exclusion, but not every single opponent is going to be running an exclusion deck.
Yeah, but you have it just to evolve. You don't have the Pokemon to run the Pokemon. You have the Pokemon to go suicide with Rocky Helmet. That's it.
Yeah, but it's still without Magikarp. There would be no Gyarados. There would be no 2 MP Gyarados.
I've seen, like, EX Gyarados is really good.
Oh yeah, EX Gyarados kind of runs by himself. But still, I would run the Magikarp into it. But all right, looks like the majority of the chat is saying D. But then we do have, imagine having Magikarp higher than Hypno. That's true. Very true. But we're not, because we're putting it in the D tier.
The only common figure that deserves to be an S class, in my honest opinion, Rico. I mean, okay, you want to get crazy and you're scared about exclusion, put an X speed plate on it.
Nah, the only common that belongs in there, dude, I would put I would run Gumi over Magikarp. But wait, what is Vibrava's uncommon, right? Yeah, Vibrava's uncommon. Yeah. Okay, 2 more guys, and then we can let Steven go to sleep and let us all go to sleep. All right, we do have an Ivysaur healing. I don't even know what this is. While this Pokemon is on the field, your grass type and poison type Pokemon cannot be poisoned or noxious. I didn't know that. We have Sleep Powder. Is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. So we have Sleep Powder and we have a huge miss. Do we really need to talk about this? I mean,
it's an E, bro.
No. You could kind of maybe make an argument for D, but yeah, I think it goes in E. Let's give one more thing to the chat. Chat, what do you guys say? E, last figure is very anticlimactic. Oh, great. I don't even know who it is. It's an E, dude. All right. So Hype says the last figure is anticlimactic. Let's see what it is. Drum roll, please. It is. Oh my god. Okay, it's Delicate.
What is this?
Damn, we don't even need to talk about this. We're just gonna end it on.
Dude.
Wait, hold up, Santi.
Really?
Santi, what are we gonna end this on?
It's an E, dude.
It's an E, dude. It is not in the Rico tier. Tarvold, shut up.
Pikachu tier.
All right, I think this was good. This was like a solid 4-hour stream. Talking about Pokemon Duel figures. I like it. I do want to continue and do the next 100, but we might actually have to consolidate this tier that we have. Let's take a look at it real quick. We might have to go over and put things in different tiers and maybe even add another tier. But
no, don't add another tier. Just move all the D's into the E's.
Move all the D's into the E's.
And there you go. Mighty, like, why is Mighty Jenna on the D? Come on, let's be real.
Because when we first when we first started, everything was it was an E tier if it didn't do anything, and it was a move to a D tier if it provided some sort of status. I don't even know if Mighty Data does that. Oh, it does. It has like Ice Fang and Fire Fang, I think. So yeah, that was it.
Why is Bayleaf in there? What? Doduo? Emolga? Dude,
Doduo? Hello? Okay, listen to my argument for Doduo. Doduo. Okay? Doduo, 2 Heracross, 3 Swablues, 2 X Speeds. The monster. It's a monster.
Okay, so I actually faced that deck, and I won in like 3 turns.
What did you do?
He attacked me twice with Doduos, and he just lost the roll.
Yeah, you were probably playing me. That's why, because I lost the roll. So I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, right. I was playing Rico, dude. Rico RNG.
But all right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I know Steven's really tired. I'm really tired too.
Yes.
Damn, it's like 3
That was
o'clock for
amazing.
him.
Thank you so much, Rico, for letting me be part of it. Sorry I was late. I was still at work.
No problem. I actually wanted to do it at night just to give other people some opinions. I was hoping Rob would be here too. He stopped by for a second, but I'm glad we had you on, Queen. The next time we do this, I'll let you guys know. Just chill or look at my YouTube. I'll do a post before I know when we're gonna do it. So just hang out there again. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you guys soon.
Hey, it was really fun. This was really fun.
Yeah, thanks, Rico.
All right, later, guys.
Thanks for doing this for you.
All right. Thanks so much. Appreciate everybody.
Later.
Take care. Peace.